Or can we cast the cursor? Oh, there we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to Lootbet to cash out now.
Hello folks, welcome back to our second best of 3 of the day. It's Lootbet Season 6, the European edition, with 20 teams competing for $50,000. A huge lump sum of cash up for grabs, but it all starts in what has been a multi-week long Swiss stage competition. We're only a few days into the affair right now. We're going to kick things off with another best of 3, ILLUMINAR versus the British side of Team ENDPOINT. Joining me for the ride is going to be the wonderful Define. What are you thinking about this best of 3?
Yeah, it's really hard to say because ILLUMINAR, they have a couple of players like Veggie, Snacks, and like we don't have any stats at all map-wise on how ILLUMINAR is gonna play, how they play with this roster. So we can't actually go too much into ILLUMINAR, but we can go into ENDPOINT, what they have here on their map pick, because they picked Vertigo and they have a 71% win rate across 7 maps. So we can say that ENDPOINT, they're pretty good on this map. So if we forget about ILLUMINAR, ENDPOINT should be winning this one, even though ILLUMINAR, they don't have any record on any of the maps. So we don't really know how this is going to be. So it's got a little bit of coin toss in this matchup here, because we can see that we can't compare the teams, you know, because they got nothing due to the 3 new players they have. But we do have a 71 for ENDPOINT win % rate across 7 maps, so that's pretty good. And look at there. 71%, I think 74 entry frags, 74% entry frags, I think it was. So ENDPOINT, on paper, they probably should take this map actually. But Vertigo are one of those little bit of a weird map where, you know, any teams I would say at the moment can win on it, due to just how the map is structured.
Yeah, almost certainly. I think it's a map that is quite common for being pretty wide open. It is also a map that I think there is going to be a lot of very key aim duels that occur, and that's what's going to make this best of 3 interesting. Obviously, 3 new players, as you've mentioned, on this T side, an opportunity to show themselves off, really, see what they can deliver on the professional stage. It'll be crucial, first blood, and we're not working out for him. ILLUMINAR doing a great start here as 3 quick frags are rushing up a ramp.
Yeah, this is going to be a run for ILLUMINAR. Just a straight out A push there. Nothing ENDPOINT can do. It's a real last man standing. He can't really do anything. It's going to be a 1-0 here for ILLUMINAR. Quick pistol run, actually. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if ILLUMINAR plays a good Vertigo match, because we don't have stats. They may have practiced, you know, they just haven't played HLTV matches on it, or any of the maps with the roster. So I'm sure they practice a lot. So definitely going to be interesting to see what ILLUMINAR can do here. And it's interesting, Veggie. I like Veggie as a player. He's a very good player, has a lot of skill, so definitely keep an eye on him here on this ILLUMINAR roster when we go into the second round here. ENDPOINT with Pistol Kevlar here, and they're going very aggressive here towards the ramp with 3 players. So, yeah, ooh, the nades, the double nade. Oh, Veggie almost gets taken out here by those nades, but he gets to survive. Probably should drop that a little over to Innocent, if he can. But yeah, we do have Robin, of course, the only Swede here for ENDPOINT, alongside his UK teammates. So maybe you're gonna be a little bit biased here towards the UK. Who knows? Very slow pace round here from ILLUMINAR. 50 seconds have gone by, and well, nothing has been going on here for ILLUMINAR. Just taking some damage on Veggie, that's all so far. Robin gonna try his luck here in the middle with the Deagle. But really not finding anything yet.
Gonna make his life somewhat complicated here. Just can't really see anything. Decides, you know what, let's back away. As Mouse and Co begin their entry up on towards the B site. So far so good. They get a bit of information, I think, as well. Good smokes coming through. So they're set up quite nicely here, to be honest. I think if they make the push now, they're in quite good stead. But it will come down to Mouse is opening jewelry. It's taking a fight as well. Surreal does find Mouse, so the jewelry's next in line here. Quick trays come back and forth from the T side in the end. But somehow Surreal still standing. He's Crucial, has a real chance there, and he finds the frag on towards Reeds.
Wow. Surreal, 3 kills for him. Crucial with 2. I was thinking the nade was going to take him out, but that's not going to be the case. And Endpoint, after losing the pistol, going to win it right back with a second round. And look at their past matches here. 5 losses in a row, Flakes. And 4 of the 5 for Endpoints. On paper, this should be Endpoint. But I'm not sure if those was with the new, those were not with this kind of roster, so I can't read too much into that. But great run for Endpoint there. ILLUMINAR, a little bit careless, I would say, there towards the B side. Really not putting or using the utility right, I would say. And here we go, Surreal with the first one on Mausino, and these nades are doing a lot of damage on ILLUMINAR as well, due to the force buy here from ILLUMINAR. So Crucial. This is like, we've seen a lot of teams nowadays taking this ramp presence, like do a deep smoke and then just having control over it. Not allowing ILLUMINAR to get up close towards A. Because if you have this entire position, you just have one way to watch. And it's gonna be, they're gonna be sitting next to the Thomas, taking 3 kills. So 2-1 for Endpoint here. We're gonna go into the eco round for ILLUMINAR. And we thought that ILLUMINAR after the pistol, maybe they could run away with a couple rounds here, but Endpoint, they're saying no and getting right back into the lead for them.
Should be a nice and simple round for them here as well. Only pistols in play for this T side. Got to see a couple of flashbangs for Stacks, but nothing really too fancy. Goal here, of course, for ILLUMINAR is just to try and do some damage, really, if they can force a blunt. Even better as they will go sprinting through the flames, close to getting a few kills here, actually, and doing a good chunk of damage. Actually in a 2-on-2, which you wouldn't expect to be in this situation. No guns picked up just yet, but there's the M4 and the Creek found.
How is this turning into a 1v1? I don't get it. This was just, they didn't even buy Kevlars. They only had a couple of utility and I think a few pistols. And Endpoint trying to take ramp control again. This time it's gonna backfire. The Stacks is down on the ramp, 60 HP. Surreal, he's towards short there. Now they're gonna round in a circle. A minute to go here. Bomb has been dropped down towards the ramp. So now Surreal, he cleared A, so he thinks that he's gonna be towards the middle now, just because he cleared it already. He did not see the bomb, I guess. Maybe he did. If he just waits A, Surreal, he should have been able to win this one. Because Snacks doesn't have Kevlar and he has 60 HP. But if Snacks takes the bomb and goes B, it could be a problem. But he's not, Flakes, he's not. He's going towards the A side. If Surreal just stays put here, he will win this round.
That's a big if, though. He seems very uncertain right now what he wants to do. Heading over towards B step by step.
Yeah, he's second guessing himself, like, okay, I haven't seen him for like a minute here on A. He's probably gonna go B. But now, here we go, there's the plant. And now this is gonna be a difficult retake for Surreal. Yes, he has a kit Surreal, and he has the nades, but he has no idea where Snacks could be. He could be behind sandbags. He could be close towards, he could be, sandbags, ramp, sideway. He could really literally be anywhere at this point. But what Surreal has to do, he has to, I think, nade towards the ramp, smoke off the bomb, try to bait him out. Nade towards sandbags, there we go. And he's towards there, now he's been spotted. He needs to just, he can smoke defuse this. But he's gonna tap it and he's gonna take the bait and it doesn't shape behind him. What? Snacks! He misses the spray. What a whiff. And that's gonna be a defuse coming in here for Endpoint. Wow, that is a big miss, Flakes. He had him in the back. Look. Oh, how is he not nailing that kill?
You'd think that's almost guaranteed. Surreal going to be giggling his head off after that one, somehow getting the 3rd round in the bag for Endpoint. Upside is, though, very little investment there from the T side, as we talked about, so the fact they even get close to that is already insanity in itself. And they can go into a full bay again, so if they can repeat that, hopefully they can bag themselves a win here. Looking for that same ramp pressure. Nothing really will come of it, though. You see Endpoint almost toning down the aggression, only really taking fights towards mid currently.
Yeah, because last round, it almost lost against pistol, so they don't really want to repeat that again here. Especially now when they have guns. And we can see Thomas here, he's going very aggressive towards the sideway here. Not putting a smoke down, so that probably could give an idea that Reach probably not going to expect him to be here. Because usually you have a smoke and holding the angle. Now here comes Reach. Oh, just a couple pixels away, there goes the peak! Reach is going to win it. ILLUMINAR, they're winning both the fights here towards A. Now, crucial, that's a crucial couple kills that has to be made here. With a minute to go. Innocent, just holding the angle. Crucial. Oh, he's gonna get modded here. There he goes. He's gonna put the smoke down. He's actually trapped here. He's actually trapped. It misses the shot too. ILLUMINAR, a beautiful A take here. And now it should just be a save here from Robin and Surreal. Robin goes down to Surreal. Just run away, my friend. Cannot do anything in this round, and ILLUMINAR will pick up the second here. Flawless round, actually. It looks to be here. And that's exactly what you need to get on the T side. Get a little bit of money built up. And you can see the CTs, even though they won those 3 rounds, they lost so many players in every single round. So they have to most likely eco here. They have only have around 1k, so with the loss bonus coming in now as well. But I do have a feeling this is probably going to be a close map if we see rounds like this being won by ILLUMINAR. Like, just flawless rounds.
I think that lines up with the whole best of 3, though, really. I think we should expect to see quite a back and forth affair, just given how, obviously, Endpoint, they have experience as a roster. ILLUMINAR, there's kind of nothing there, but they have the talent. So it's going to kind of play off each other there, I think. You know, some would argue you've got players like Snacks and so on who have substantially more experience than the likes of Endpoint, so that could definitely come into play. But at the end of the day, this is a battle of brains versus brawn. I might have a couple of good rounds here or there, but they'll need to string something together if they do want to beat out the likes of Endpoint on their CT side. I think Vertigo might not be the best map for that, but if you look towards a map like Garage or Overpass, that's where Endpoint will have an edge, most certainly.
Yeah, but they still did pick this map, Endpoint, so they're expected. They have a huge percent win rate as well at 71, so I do think they have a pretty good Vertigo here, Endpoint. Let's see if they can show it here. They lost Surreal early on here. And ILLUMINAR sending 2 players to take middle. That's the bomb. And they're gonna peek middle here, and Snacks is gonna find himself a frag. He even finds the second. He goes for the 3rd. He's gonna nail it. And this is not an eco round. Keep that in mind. This is a force buy. Snacks nailing all 3 in the middle there. Leaves Robin alone here in a 1v5. This looks to be another flawless round. And they're gonna keep building up money here. There's gonna be a lot of money on our side. Robin is gonna get dinked, and there we go. Up 3-3 now, and points. They're lacking kills at this point. Look at these Snacks. Absolutely beautiful. And yeah, around 2k now for Endpoint, so this will be the lead here for it. They're gonna be up against just the pistols here. So 4-3 before the guns could be coming out again from Endpoint. But we did see yesterday, Endpoint did lose against Alternate. So they didn't actually get the MDL relegation spot. So we're gonna have to see what they can do today.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough situation, losing that best of 3 as well against Alternate. Not ideal to lose out on that spot.
It was a best of 5 and they had a map advantage, so yeah, they lost 3-1 with that map, so they didn't win a single map, I think. So they're gonna have to show themselves here, and we got an A stack coming through here from Endpoint, and they're already on the B site. So really, nothing will be done in this round for Endpoint. is the next round that we're looking forward to. And yeah, you can still jump down under the bridge. I would love to see somebody play there. If it's even allowed. Oh, Veggie is playing off angle here. He gets the 1, he's gonna get all of the 5, he's gonna peek, he gets 3 out of it. So, Thomas actually, he steals that AK and now he just ran away, but they're hunting him. But ooh, he finds one more here, he can't escape though, because Innocent is right here. So he's pretty much trapped, he's gonna have to take the fight. Versus somebody. Oh my goodness, he's making more economy damage here on ILLUMINAR. He's getting a 3rd, and one guy's gonna explode in the bomb. And there's only one left here for ILLUMINAR. That's great damage actually. You may think like, okay, those 3 kills probably not gonna do a lot to economy because they have so much money, but in the long run, it's gonna do a lot.
It all adds up, right? Every little chink in the armor all comes into play. So looking at it all adding up, look how close those odds are. 2.16 to the 1.12 I want to say for ILLUMINAR. Pretty damn close.
Yeah, now we're gonna be an aggressive play again here for ENDPOINT. And this just hasn't really been working out, this aggression. Snacks is gonna take down Mighty Max and Crucial's gonna get dropped too, so ENDPOINT. This is a buy run and they lost 2 players in a matter of 10 seconds into the round. Very fast, explosive player for ILLUMINAR. And Robin, what is this gonna smoke here? Trying to go down. So a 5v3 for ILLUMINAR. And it may seem like the A side is the weaker side here for ENDPOINT. They haven't really gone to B yet though, ILLUMINAR, we're gonna have to say. So smokes and molotovs being thrown here from the Polish team. Surreal trying to take a defensive position, and as he's gonna pay his price for it. He goes down and they may just have to save here at point.
They always have to, 100%. There's no real opportunity for them in this round, and they take so many losses just across the A site that even if they wanted to go for it, the only way they have to get into the site is, well, frankly, I think that's non-existent too. I was thinking you could take it side on, but not gonna happen. Completely smoked off. ILLUMINAR just outclassing ENDPOINT early on here as they take down the CT side on these aggressive moves.
Yeah, so not a good start for ENDPOINT here, but I would say this is slightly T side, I would say, at the moment in this current state. So not gonna be too worried about ENDPOINT yet, but I'm a little bit worried about these gun rounds. They seem to go very easily in the favor of ILLUMINAR at this point. And ENDPOINT, they're really not getting the trades that it should be happening here. And so far the stats, Reeds and Thomas. Okay, it is a pretty big difference here. ADR not too much, but Vertigo. A very small map, you know. A lot of gunfights happening at the same position. So 5-3 here. We see 2 weapons saved from last round, and other than that, they're gonna have the around it. So it should be a 6th round here for ILLUMINAR. Surreal should be going down right here, and it will be dropped. So the first kill coming through, and that's just a pistol player. Robin, one of the guys with the FAMASes. He's putting the nade out. Not too much of damage there. But it looks like the B side may be coming in very, very soon. But look where all the CTs are. They are towards the B side, is fact. So if they go B here, they're gonna get a little bit of a surprise. Well, flash coming over. Mighty Max gonna try to force the issue here with the USP. And they're gonna fall back here. They're gonna push forward the CTs. They're getting 1, they're getting 2. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. They needed this, but the bomb has been dropped. This is bad news for ILLUMINAR.
That's going to be the main problem for them now, is not only are they getting pushed back, but they're also losing so much control here. Quick frags, though, coming back their way, in fact. Veggie taking Thomas. That is going to be quite painful. Snacks grabs the bomb, and all of a sudden we're at advantage. Mighty Max may well just save the day as he pulls it back, but Veggie, no! Max, a knife out, caught running. Veggie gets an easy kill, leaving just Crucial. 1 on 2, 30 seconds to play with. 2 terrorists on either side of the map surrounding him practically. This is going to be a matter of timing as Veggie comes walking into him. Job done. ILLUMINAR up to 6. It is scrappy play, but 6 rounds nonetheless.
Yeah, it really, really is, and this cannot be happening if you're Endpoint. You didn't actually have the map out of the bomb. The bomb was outside stairs, but you still had the entries there from Endpoint on the stairs. 2 kills there. And you pick up those 2 guns and you have 2 guns already. I should have been an Endpoint round, even though they only had 2 weapons going into the round. But it's not ILLUMINAR. They're pulling it right back. Veggie with a good pair of frags there from the flank as well. He was running with his knife towards A. Did not expect Veggie to be up close already. And now 6-3 Endpoint. Need to grind these CG rounds. 3 rounds is not gonna cut it. Against a team like ILLUMINAR with their new players as well. They're feeling like the new players want to prove themselves as well, so they're really gonna be trying to get everything done here. Trying to be on fire. And ILLUMINAR once again playing very, very slow. This molly that Ines is gonna do is gonna go towards sandbags. But Robin has a flash. That's gonna be a pop flash for the guy closer. There's actually, never mind, there's nobody close there. Kind of waste a whole flash there. But a minute to go and he's still in sandbags. And Surreal is just going for the spot on B. Are they gonna go for the boost here? Interesting boost here for sure. Oh my god, what is this kind of boost? I haven't seen that one before. As being used, you know, there's always one guy just spawning like that. So that boost is gonna take that guy out. And now Robin is right here. Is he gonna hear the guy behind him? Well, now he sees him. He's gonna take him down. Snacks doesn't actually clear the vent. Very surprisingly, actually. But it's down to 2 players here for ILLUMINAR. The losing players very fast here. Make that 1. Innocent, a 1 versus 4. Next to impossible to win this, really. Even though they had entry. Things are not working out here. And he's gonna go down. Endpoint. They're finally gonna grab a 4th round, but I like that boost at all.
Creative boost, but unfortunately it's only good for 1 kill, and that's the only kill they find in the entire round. A couple of small moments here or there after the fact present some opportunities to frag out, but Endpoint step up.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Snacks didn't check the event. That was like kind of a bit weird.
That's the thing, there were definitely chances where ILLUMINAR could have sealed that round, but they gave Endpoint a way back in. They grabbed it with 2 hands. Why not? Brings the game back on the table, really. 6-4. What we want to see.
Yeah. So another buy here for the side of ILLUMINAR. Double op this time for Endpoint. Very costly round to buy 2 ops. So if this comes down to a retake and the ops is gonna have to go for the retakes, that is not gonna be ideal. But there's an op towards the sideways, so one of the 2 is gonna be in play still. Crucial. Is he gonna go for a more aggressive peek here? Pretty much straightforward here. So Endpoint, they know how much this round means to them. Especially for the rounds and the money they're gonna have if they lose this one. Might the max. They have a set of smokes here, Endpoint and ILLUMINAR. On towards A site. Crucial. This is a very crucial kill here. Ooh, the timing. It's gonna be looking away here. The mod is gonna come in. Put the smoke down. Oh, there's the guy in the corner. Are they gonna see the guy in the corner? The weapon is not sticking out. He's peeking out. He finds one. Fast trade coming out though. But there's the guy. I love this boost. You can see all the way back towards the sandbags.
Ooh,
oh, they're gonna expect that boost actually. Yes, and they're expecting him too. The bomb will be going down here. He's not actually gonna die by the nades. But Thomas will take care of him. But Snacks with a reply right instantly. So 3v3 post plants here for ILLUMINAR. Let's see how the retake is gonna be here for Endpoint. They got 1 flash and 1 smoke. That's all they have, and the smoke is being used for sideway. That's very smart. But look at this. Look at Veggie's position. This sandbag's position is so good. Well, it's only actually gonna get 1. They're not on the bomb, and there's Snacks. He misses the shot actually. It's down to Mouse, and he's also missing. And there you have it. Endpoint. They're picking up the 5th run. Not sure why they were peeking before the bomb was defused. They were both on the side there. They could have waited for the tap, and then it's only gonna be 1 guy defending.
It's 3 whiffs there, also, from the T side.
Yeah.
That's the other big thing, is that they get the bomb down, they're looking pretty comfy. They start taking all the jewels when it's unnecessary, and also, nothing's connecting. I mean, we saw the AWP there, missing what should have been an easy shot.
Yeah, for sure, and Gonna give Endpoint 2 runs in a row here to work with. There's gonna be one more buy here from ILLUMINAR. They had a little bit of a buffer because they won a lot of rounds. But Robin towards the sandbags there. I don't quite like the sandbags position. You can get naded and modded very easily. And you really know where to go. Are they gonna go for the boost here again? Oh, he's gonna check below, and oh my goodness, Surreal. He's aware of it. He gets the kill. Crucial trying to go for the frag here. He gets the one tag. Gets replied a little bit though, but not too much. So far so good for Endpoint actually in this round. They haven't taken really any damage, and look, they have a kill and 2 guys very low here on ILLUMINAR. I'll be very surprised if they don't win this round, Endpoint. Very, very surprised.
Everything is here for them right now.
That smoke is just gonna block him so he can't see him from the side, but he jumps down. Oh, he's very close. Oh, he doesn't expect it. Look at this. Mighty Max. What a beast he is. Pushing straight forward. Found himself a frag, and now it's on to Snacks. This looks to be a clean round for Endpoint. We're gonna have the game tied 6-6 when we're gonna go into the final 3 rounds.
Don't think Endpoint gonna be complaining about how this one has played out. Pretty clean stuff happening on the site. Max getting pretty lucky there with the smoke, has to be said. Just tucking into the right wall there. Managed to bag himself the kill in the end, but got a little bit tight. Nice thing for Endpoint is they've equalized as well now, 6-6. Opportunity to actually pick up a couple more here on their CT side as well. This puts them in a really good position going to that second half.
Yeah, he certainly do, and they were looking pretty bad there for a second when ILLUMINAR had a lot to be won. But now Endpoint have pulled it back here. They got one more Byron. Look at the money, it's gone now if the lose is from ILLUMINAR, but what a shot from Crucial. He nails it right on Snacks, that flick shot. And he has a nade as well. Not doing really anything, so a good entry again here from Endpoint. They're not playing aggressive as you can see anymore. They're really playing towards the side here inside. Playing a bit more defensive, and it seems to be working out better. ILLUMINAR can't quite get those early frags anymore because they're not playing aggressive. And smoke down. Oh, that's a one way for Thomas there. You can see him, and Crucial peeks out. There we go, 2 players now for ILLUMINAR. This is going very fast. ILLUMINAR hasn't done any damage towards Endpoint. Like, they're stuck on the ramp and they're not getting anything done. And it's gonna be a flawless round for Endpoint. And that was the final buy as well for now, Flakes. It's gonna have to be they just have 3k now.
No surprise to see it pause, I think, after that. I mean, just take a second, figure things out. ILLUMINAR definitely in a tight spot. But at least they can buy on round 15, right? That's going to be the main thing here now. Here's a question for you. Double AWP on Vertigo, CT side.
Yeah.
Not such a believer.
No, me neither. But they're running it a few times. It hasn't been really an issue. So I don't think it's gonna be a problem. It's only 2 rounds remaining as well, right? And this is gonna be one of those pistol Kevlar buys. So they're really only gonna have 1 round that's gonna matter with those double ops anyway. So it's very late that they're playing it into. So yeah, I don't see an issue really. But I do think Endpoint probably should get 9-6 at this point. So they've done a really good comeback here after losing the initial rounds there. We're back into things here. We're back after the timeout, and you see the pistol Kevlar and a lot of utility here for... Are we gonna say straight up B push now? They haven't really gone B a lot. And looks like they were gonna execute for a second there, but they're still down the stairs. It's gonna have to be an Endpoint run. I don't see a reason they should lose this round. On their map pick as well. Smoke being deployed. That's a T smoke actually. Molly out on the
Send
side,
the
and that's
molly.
going to be the upper.
That's
Yeah,
a
he is standing
very
in the
aggressive
molly.
play from Surreal. I mean, he literally steps into the flames, but the reward is a quick frag, so I suppose that works out. Has to be careful, though. Illuminar in a position here where they've already got a man down. Very limited weaponry. Veggie likely about to hit the deck. This round might just be already done, and that kind of makes sense. I mean, obviously such a disparity in firepower, it should be pretty easy. The benefit for Endpoint is they did their job. They kept it clean. They didn't allow anything stupid to happen. And the reward is 8 rounds, and 9 should be almost definitely on the table for them at least. We'll see Illuminar on the full buy here, but based on the way Endpoint's played, I'd be quite surprised if we don't see a 9-6, to be honest.
Yeah, the way they've been playing the seat side at these last 6-7 rounds, like it's been really been good. I don't see why it shouldn't happen in the last round here. It could be an issue with a double up if it comes down to post plants, but I don't think it's necessarily going to have to come down to that. And crucial, he's going to go for an early pick towards side again. He's been playing here a lot with up. In the center, ready for a moldy towards sandbags. Robin just gonna take a forward in front of it instead. So Illuminar, they would be very happy if they can get an 8-7 here. I'm really hoping for they can nail this last round. And just be 1 run behind instead of 3. He's playing behind this one. Oh, Robin. Not sure what that was. He didn't react. That was a little bit weird. So he's gonna go down early on here in the middle. And now this is where the 2 obs is gonna have a little bit of a problem, I feel like. If they don't get any picks. They all gather up here on the T side. Smoke towards CT. Flash will be coming over and he's gonna peek it. Okay, Molly instead. Molly there. And there comes the flash. Thomas falls back into CT spawn. Surreal. Watching the window with the AWP here. But here we go, Surreal with the first one. Can he get the second? No, takes him. And now Mighty Max is gonna have to try to defend this very good.
He's in a tight
Can he
spot,
do it though? Oh yeah, he's gonna get wrecked. And Thomas also goes down, so this is gonna be an 8-7. Unless Crucial can flank and get all 3. Is there anybody watching the flank? Yes, there are. They are even smoked it off too. There's literally nothing Crucial can do in this round. I feel like at this point. If he gets 1, they're all gonna double peek him, so yeah. Waits for the smoke to fade out and he gets wrecked by the 1 tap from Mouse. So 7 for Illuminar, 8 for Endpoint in this first half. And would you say this is a good half for Endpoint? Getting 8 rounds on the seat side?
Yeah, I think they'll definitely be happy. As you talked about right at the start, the feeling right now is Vertigo is a bit more towards that T side anyway, so 8 round CT side sets them up strong, going to the second half now, and well, ultimately all they have to do, ironically, is just execute, right? They have to just get these site plays down and make sure Illuminar don't get too many of those opportunities to get in those 1vx clutches. I think that's going to be the main thing here is Endpoint just have to get on the site and have control. Once you start putting in the CTs in situations where they can take advantage of maybe that individual ability, that's where things get a little bit more murky for me, because really the only thing that Illuminar have right now is just the ability to play kind of those 1vx as well, and that kind of individual flair, where you've got Snacks popping off with a double kill every now and then, or Reit's getting himself in a good position for a 1v2. Those are the sorts of rounds that Illuminar are winning, so Endpoint just have to avoid that. They just have to execute on the sites.
Yeah, and I feel like it's going to get a little bit more easier for Endpoint now on the T side as well. They can play just a little bit like Illuminar did on the A side. They won 5 rounds in a row there on the T side, Illuminar. So I think Illuminar will be struggling more here on the CT side than Endpoint will do. You can see on Illuminar, look at this. We got 3 players, 12, 12, 10, and then we have Innocent and Mouse for 4 kills both. So that's not good for Illuminar. They're going to have to step up here in the second half. And we do see Mighty Max as well on 4 for Endpoint, but that's only 1 player. Illuminar got 2 on 4. So that could be a problem if they don't show up here in the second half. And we should be going into the pistol round here in the second half very soon. But Thomas is doing a good job. 16 kills, 8 deaths. So he's been playing good here. And yeah, 8-7. Pistol round is gonna have to be a crucial round for sure. But you did see in the beginning there, ILLUMINAR, they did win the pistol, but then ENDPOINT. Imagine if ENDPOINT didn't win the second round. Like, we probably would have seen 9 or 10 rounds now for ILLUMINAR if they didn't lose that second. So that's just the difference there between the teams. And then you can see after that they won 5 in a row after the 3 initial. So that could have been a snowball for ILLUMINAR if ENDPOINT didn't win that second round, Flakes. So I think ENDPOINT has to be a little bit lucky. They they have 8 rounds actually, because it could have been much worse going into the second half. But counting down now, 8 seconds left till switching, and this is of course map 1. This is ENDPOINT's map pick in the second best of 3 of the evening. But so yeah, second map is gonna be Mirage. That is ILLUMINAR's map pick, if you are wondering. And then if we need a third, it's gonna be Train. Interesting map pool.
Certainly set to be quite the best of 3. I think there's a lot of potential for ENDPOINT here. And likewise for ILLUMINAR, as we talked about at the start, we almost guaranteed this is going to be a 3-mapper. Just feels like there's so much to play for. With that said, we kick things off with Innocent. A quick tap to the head. Max taken down. Not the greatest of starts. Thomas will be looking for the trade frag, but Innocent taking the jewels from sandbags, I'd imagine. Just waiting for the push to come through. No real aggression or information towards B here, so the CT side are purely relying on basically what Innocent's communicating to the team. He's checking for him. Ooh, Thomas will find him in the end. Gets a second on Snacks as well. This is just death and destruction. ENDPOINT coming back into this one with a very heavy hand.
It looks like a good start there from ILLUMINAR. They get the first kill there. And the sandbags guy, it looks like they didn't check really the sandbags. He had a really good position to get 1 or 2 frags, but he gets 0, and it completely collapses here for him, ILLUMINAR. And ENDPOINT, they're gonna get the head start here in the second half. Gets the pistol. Question is, will ILLUMINAR go for force here and allow them, or try to pull it back here, or allow them to get up on 10 before the buy? Yeah, they get the sandbags kill, and then they're shutting down the try to get up there on the sides. So 9-7, and we do see a force here. So this is risky for ILLUMINAR, because if they lose this is going to be a 11-7 on a little bit more slightly T-sided map. So I'm a little bit worried about this Polish team at this point. How many actual rounds they're going to win here on the CT side. If they don't grab this one, of course.
You definitely have to be on top of things, but we're only in the first couple of rounds, a handful in the second half. We have to see that first buy unfold before I think we can really cast a judgment on the ILLUMINAR lineup. The one benefit is, with such a close half, ENDPOINT do not have a huge lead to work with. They're only now likely to break into double digits here. Will come down to, of course, them avoiding anything too wild from these pistols, but this should be that 10th round. Let's see though, so far so good. Crucial finds Veggie. Some decent money put into the round by ILLUMINAR, has to be said. Pistols though don't seem to be able to achieve a thing here. A force by wasted, or a force on a couple of players. It looks like the only one who didn't was Snacks. Pretty much nothing achieved here at all.
No, this force buy really did not work out as they were planning on. And they're just gonna run away instead of mouse, try to save the Diego Kevlar. So take that into the next round, because next round is gonna be a full eco. So I'd rather give it a shot in the next round and see if they can win that round. But it will be a 10th round here for ENDPOINT. And if they just keep grinding here, they could be grinding out the first map here. And on paper, they should win this map. They have a 71% win rate, so wouldn't be a big surprise if ENDPOINT wins this on Vertigo here. But we don't have any stats on ILLUMINAR, so we can't really say how good they will be on these maps. So I guess we're gonna get more the longer the tournament goes on for them, if they manage to pick up any wins. So yeah, pistol cover on those 2 saved. Others is just gonna go for a couple of pistols here, P250s, and that's about it here. So if ENDPOINT just plays together here in this 18th round, it should be an 11-7. without any problems. And it seems like they're gonna head towards A together here, and ILLUMINAR is gonna do the same.
That nade already doing a good chunk of damage to these pistols. Spraying through the smoke as well. And there's the reward. Very simple first kill. Looks like Crucial's gonna poke his head around as well, see what he can find. Unfortunately, no one really getting close enough to do a huge amount of damage. We finally see the trade come through. Mao swings in from behind as well. Uses the element of surprise to try and force the issue, but still not gonna be enough. Endpoint do close it out. Another round in the bag, 11-7.
It's looking good. But now, as you said before, it's the first gun round we have to see. We can't judge them yet before the first gun round, and now this is going to be the gun run here for ILLUMINAR. 1 up, 4 M4s. This is going to have to be the run they win, otherwise they have no money again and we're going to see 13-7. And that is going to be really bad for ILLUMINAR. They're not going to get a lot of gun rounds if they don't win this one. Oh, Crucial is going to get tagged down to 16 HP. So ILLUMINAR, they're taking, just like Endpoint did in the beginning of the first half, they're taking control over the sideway, or towards ramp. Oh, there's a guy in the corner there, Surreal. Is he gonna check it? That's the question. There's a guy above as well. Oh my goodness, they're not checking it. Reeds has a free kill. He gets traded out after 1. Malsino with 1 as well. That's a good trade here for ILLUMINAR. They're trading 3 for 2. That means it's going to be an advantage here for the Polish side. Smoke will be deployed towards the first H-Track, I presume. Robin and Mighty Max, there's a lot of work to be done here. A lot of work. The mod is coming out for Innocent. It's going to push him back towards behind the smoke. 50 seconds to go. Nade, not doing anything here. Ooh, just playing at the edge of it. Innocent should find a frag here, and it does. Leaves Robin alone here. So first gun round seems to be working out fine for ILLUMINAR. They got the trades on B there, so that was very good for ILLUMINAR. As long as they kept trading, we're always going to be advantage.
That's the thing, they just played the numbers game, right? They did their job to a T on the B site, and from there it kind of fell downhill. But Robin wants to give this one a go after all, just find himself a pick, but with 10 seconds left, little to no time to really achieve too much here.
Yeah. It's really not gonna be a win here, so great job here from ILLUMINAR, but they only do survive with 2 players here, so they're gonna have to keep buying here. Their money's not the best either. There's much better economy on the Endpoint side, so they're gonna get that off going. And the SG, so if Endpoint wins this round here, this is gonna be golden. That's gonna be even better than winning the last round. So 11-8, ILLUMINAR, they need to find like 2 in a row or something like that to try to just get themselves a little bit of economy to work with here on this map. I think the forward smoke, yes, again, forward smoke coming down here. But I do have a feeling this is going to be a close map actually, if ILLUMINAR can keep winning C2 rounds here. Crucial, trying to go for the kill here. Snacks, looking for the angle here. I think he's too scared to take the full angle.
Tough angle here to make work, actually, to be fair. It's a hard jaw, especially on the tip of the smoke. Max just rattles away with the Galil in the end. Snacks out like a fool.
He gets wallbang too, down to 50 HP. They gotta be careful. Innocent, I hate this position from the CT side. The T jumps up there, they're gonna see the CT is only gonna see the head. Oh, but they're not checking it. What? What's going on here? It's just running up to try to shake the sideway. He goes down, it's back to 4v4 even Steven here. That's a little bit weird there on my screen. Innocent getting a free pick. But 30 seconds to go here. They're gonna go towards the A side, and well, Veggie gets taken out there. Innocent still has a little bit gap around the smoke there. Question is, can he use it though? 20 seconds. Are they gonna be able to stop the bomb plant here? I think not, because he's planning behind the box. It's gonna have to be a 4v3 retake from ILLUMINAR. They're not gonna go for the save here. They're gonna go for it. And there you go. There's the first one. Reach gets the trade. 3 versus 2, and yeah, they're gonna have to fall back and save. 15 HP. There's nothing they can do. They lose that one player. And ENDPOINT, they're gonna go up on 12 here. Great hold from ENDPOINT. Looks a little bit shaky there when it went back on 4v4, but they managed to get Veg in the sideway. And then just come onto the sides.
I love the peek from Robin there, because even if he gets traded like he is by Reeds, getting the kill pretty much forces the 2 versus 3 worst case, assuming he gets traded. But that also guarantees that they save, so makes complete sense for him to get aggressive there, takes the fight, and it works wonders. It pushes them back. They continue to build up a couple of rounds here, up to 12 now, of course. One step closer, that's it, map 1.
Yeah, but it's still a long way to go on the 12 rounds, so still need to get 4 rounds. But the thing is here, this one is going to be a little bit more handicapped here for ILLUMINAR, because they're only going to get 2 M4s going into this round. And other than that, he's going to have 3 pistols, so we should see 13 rounds here, but we know what happened before other day. These kind of buys definitely work out for the other team. Mouse? Where did he take all the damage? Down to 3 HP here. And ooh, look at Reese. They're pushing all the way through here, but Thomas is holding it. He's holding the angle. Oh, he actually gonna go down. Thomas, he has SG, he has the scope weapon, but it's not working out for him.
Not the greatest of starts, but also look at the damage done through the CT side. What makes things worse there, though, is it's not only a kill found by the CTs, it's also a weapon as well. Really not ideal. Snacks has to be careful here. May well give himself up to Robin if he's not careful. Just peeks around the edge of the smoke. Ooh, the timing. Max finds one of his own as well, just continuing to trade here. And this is where things get problematic now. A couple of those rifles already dead. Lee's just reads. Innocent seems to pluck an M4 out of thin air. That will be valuable. Get problematic now. A couple of those rifles already dead. Mouse isn't Lee's just reads. Innocent seems to pluck an M4 out of thin air. That will be valuable. A human shield at this point now. A couple of those rifles already dead. Mouse isn't Lee's just reads. Innocent seems to pluck an M4 out of thin air. That will be valuable.
I don't know why he's going last here.
A couple of those rifles
Going out here. Now there we go. There's one, but Mouse is still alive. He's the one that should be dead, but he's the one who's last alive. So someone can find the max. Going out here. Now there we go. He's picked up an M4, but he's still alive. He finds the second one that should be dead, but he's the one who's last alive. So someone can find the max down. Going out here. Now there we go. He has picked up an M4, but he's still alive. He finds the second one that should be dead, but he's the one who's last alive. So someone can find the max down. Out here, now there we go. He has picked up an M4, but he's still alive. He finds the second one that should be dead, but he's the one who's last alive. So someone can find the max down. Out here, now there we go. He has pushing, gets a kill! Oh my goodness, you're kidding me! But is there enough time to on the defuse? I don't think it is. No, it's not. What? That was so close for Mouse. I don't think they knew he had 3 HP.
I think a mistake on their part, just not being quite aware that he was obviously in the red, but also, why is he the last player surviving there? Really feel like he should be at the front of the group, not at the back of the group.
He almost won it still, but like if he died first, then his teammates probably could have made something happen with that round. But imagine if he took it the first time, he would have had the defuse there because he wasn't peeking. It's just risk versus reward, I guess. We wanted to try to bait him out, but 13-8 here for ENDPOINT. They need 3 more to win map number 1 here. And they're getting closer and closer to do that. I think this is a map they expect to win too, so it's just how the game should go here. Snacks on top of the box here on site. They're jumping down after the Molotov. So ILLUMINAR must win round for them here coming up. Imagine if they lose this, they have nothing in the bank. Oh, surreal. He picks up Malsino. And he also gets reads. Oh no, this is terrible for ILLUMINAR. This is absolutely terrible. Because now they're gonna have the B sites. Snacks get a return kill, but it's not gonna be enough. Or is it? Innocent, he finds one towards B. Goes for the second one here. They haven't got it plugged yet. Not sure they aren't plugged in the bomb. There we go. Finally goes down. My goodness, this is a 3v3 here. Must win round here for ILLUMINAR. Looking at the rounds and everything here.
This is much nicer though. Just drop the smoke, drop the molly, stop forcing the issue. I feel like Endpoint are really trying to start that round to make it happen. They don't need to just use your utility, focus on the plant. Now that's done. Here comes the Harvit, holding on to it. You've got Thomas doing that job for you. Beautiful double kill. Max giving the cherry on top there, and it all comes through, but very nearly throwing it away by just being perhaps a little too overzealous with the jewels. Max just needed to plant the bomb. That's all he had to do there.
But they will nail the 14th round here. Look at the odds on Lootbet. 108 for Endpoint, 7 for ILLUMINAR. Ridiculous odds here, and it's really fitting because it's 14-8 for Endpoint here on map 1. They're about to take this over the finish line here. We're gonna have map 2, of course, coming up after. But there's still a chance for ILLUMINAR to do something, I guess, but... Well, Reach gets one here, but look at the buy here. It's terrible for ILLUMINAR. It's a terrible, terrible buy here. They're gonna try to do what they can here with just the one SMG. Actually, that one is gone now, so there's only the pistol left. And this may just be the map point Endpoint we're looking for. Veggie looking to do something here, but I don't know. They're not even together here in ILLUMINAR, so they can't really make the trades if any of the teammates dies. So very, very complicated. Innocent, he may get 1 here, or he may get 0. So that's gonna be the B side taken here.
It's pretty much done too. There is no way Veggie and Mouse find a way in to this round. I say that, and then Surreal just seems oblivious to the fact that he can be pushing the right hand side. That gives the gun up to Mouse. That changes things. He's got Kevlar as well, so he's well equipped here. He's a 1-on-3, but finds the AWP. Unfortunately, doesn't know how close Thomas is. Thankfully, they do close it out, but a lot closer than expected. But still, many match points here for Endpoint to play with. Can't help but feel like this should be theirs to lose now.
Yeah, I don't see a reason Endpoint should lose this map here. They have everything in the bag. They have the T side. Nothing is really going wrong at the moment. And let's see if they're gonna have a lot of map points to finish off with as well. So a lot of chances here to win over ILLUMINAR on the first map at least. And we do still have a feeling, at least me, that this is, we said before, and this is probably a 3-mapper. But if Endpoint shows like this on map 2, maybe. But let's see if they're gonna finish the first map first here. It's 15-8. Innocent. And Veggie, very aggressive here. Molly on Veggie. He's gonna go out and he's gonna get, yeah, he's pretty much gonna get mollied out. So he's nowhere to go but out and die. And Innocent, he's fell back. So they pretty much get 1 for 0 here. Endpoint, no trades for ILLUMINAR. And that cannot happen on the CT side. You need to get the trades. That's what Endpoint did so good on the CT side. They got the trades. But here we go, Innocent the second time now. Crucial jumps up. He gets a free kill for Robin. He's there with a trade. And he keeps on spraying on Reeds. Ooh, that's really close. He's gonna hide behind the pillar there.
He is hanging on by a thread. More than likely the first trade that comes through. They know he's there. Robin finishes him off and things go from bad to worse here. Mouse at least gets 1 for his troubles. Makes it somewhat possible. The 3-on-2, but immediate plant, and Snack cannot deny it at all. He's just spraying through the smoke, and unfortunately the AWP is not the greatest weapon for that use case, as he immediately finds his head chopped off by Robin. The Swede on an absolute riot in this round as Endpoint looks clear to secure this one 16-8. The only opposition remaining is going to be Mouse. It's all on him, but Surreal says no. 16-8 will be the final scoreline. Map 1 secured for the boys from Britain. Map 2 is what they're going to be looking for next.
Yeah, great performance here for Endpoint. And we're going to take a short little break, but we're going to be back with map 2 very, very shortly. Stay tuned, guys.
Going through the smoke, walks in, gonna go down, walks in with the AW.
Position, Earthshaker's moving in as well. Echo Slam connects on the 2. Back row tired down as well.
Always wins the brawl. Or can we cast the cursor? Oh, there we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to Lootbet to cash out now.
smoke walks in. Gonna go down, walks in with the AW.
Position, Earthshaker's moving in as well. Echo Slam connects on to 2. Macro Tire down as well.
Red always wins the brawl. Or can we cast the curse in? Oh, there we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to Lootbet to cash out now.
Welcome back, folks, to our second map of the day in our final best of 3 here. It's ILLUMINAR versus Endpoint, and we are on Mirage. This is the map we were really waiting for after a Vertigo that went fairly back and forth. We're now looking to Mirage. The Endpoint can push this over the line. It's a map that, on the Endpoint side, they're pretty comfortable with. They've played this many a time. For ILLUMINAR, though, a brand new roster again, 3 core new players. At least this one all to play for. Define, what are your thoughts going into this?
Yeah, I'm a little bit, in the dark here what ILLUMINAR really can do on any of these maps. So we don't have any stacks ongoing, so it's really hard to predict what ILLUMINAR and how good this roster is, and how much they actually practice with the new guys, and how much work they've been doing behind the scenes. So that's going to be really interesting. But Endpoint, we do have stats on them, of course. And I do feel like Endpoint, after that good Vertigo they had, they may just take it over the line and take this a 2-0. But they have a 50% win rate across 8 times. So they've been winning it half of the 8 times they've been playing it. So it's not the best stats Endpoint has. So that's why I do feel like, we said before the game, this probably could be a 3-mapper. ILLUMINAR, they have a very experienced player, like we got Snacks, like he's a good player, very much experienced from majors and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this map is gonna start off. But I do think Endpoint has a little bit slight ahead here in this matchup. We're gonna be starting off here very soon here, but I can't really, you're UK, you're a little biased, we can't really ask you here.
There's no bias here. We can only look at the facts, and the facts really are, you've got one team who, obviously they've played on the British scene at the top level, and they've, Endpoint really are one of, I'd say, 3 main organizations that have had success in Europe as a British org, and British players. Then you've obviously got players on the Illuminate side who are very talented players, European success. You've got players like Snacks who, at his peak, some of the best players in the world. But things have changed now, and it's a brand new team for them, a brand new opportunity. It's a little different.
Yeah, it's true. And we're on to the pistol round here, and we have very aggressive here towards the underground here. The Endpoint's lineup, and it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade. Great trades here for ILLUMINAR. They're starting off from the T side. And we have Endpoint on the CT side. Endpoint winning the first map here, looking to get this a 2-0. ILLUMINAR looking to take us to a 3rd map. That's very, very likely at this point. But Thomas trying to go for the shots here. He's not going to actually get anything. This looks like ILLUMINAR is going to win the pistol here in the first half. Just like on a Vertigo. It's a 4 versus 2. They're actually not going to commit to the B side here. They're going back towards the T-spawn due to having a guy inside the A palace. He's going to get all the information here, and they're going to be rushing up from the slope. So ILLUMINAR, a very good pistol team, it seems like. And did they win the second half pistol as well on Vertigo? Yeah, I don't think they did, right? Endpoint won that one. Yeah, Endpoint won that, so. And here we go, the bomb. Well, we'll be game planning here. 3 versus 1, Mighty Max. Last man standing here is gonna go through the smoke and it goes down. So pistol again for ENDPOINT here. And we do have a little bit of a pause here coming through. Before we can get on the way with the second round here, but we should probably see a force buy here from ENDPOINT.
Looks like we are going to be solving a quick technical issue. As you can see, things on the screen look a little bit different than they usually do. It's been a while actually since I've seen the default Counter-Strike HUD.
Yeah. Normally, you know, it's pretty nice though, I guess. It's it's a little bit clean. It's not too much going on, you know. You can see a lot of the game. Otherwise, yeah. But yeah, ENDPOINT, they did lose the pistol on Vertigo on the CT side, then they won the second round after that, and they won 3, made it up to 3-1. So let's see if something similar is gonna happen here. But Vertigo a little bit more, I think I will say a little bit more aim based, I will say. Maybe, but yeah, so not really sure it's gonna be better for. But we're just getting things sorted out here before we get into things again. But yeah, ENDPOINT on Mirage, they've been playing this quite a few times, so they know what's up, they know what's expected from them. I think they have a lot of fans behind them cheering on. You know, after that loss yesterday versus Alternate, they try to get back on it.
Oh, for sure, but I mean, you got to think they've also got a lot of experience on this map in general. Just looking at their past history of Mirage, the bulk of that obviously comes from playing in Advanced. And through there, they played 3 really key lineups. Obviously, they played against Alternate, in which Mirage came up. That was 16-7. Unfortunately, a loss for them. They then beat out Vexed, which is another British team. And they also beat out Unique, which is the Russian team, slightly lower Russian team. They've had some good results here, but they've also had some pretty poor results, losing, for example, to Tricked in the Sector Most Bet series. So it's a fairly up and down map, I'd say, from ENDPOINT's point of view. Really, that's the only data we unfortunately have for them as well. Not a huge amount of action on HLTV for them, unfortunately.
No, not at all. And we're gonna get right into things here again, and it will be a force buy again for ENDPOINT. Let's see if they can make it happen again here. Win that second round. ILLUMINAR, that would be really kicking themselves if they lose this again, a second round. Especially on a map like the second map where they already lost the first map, so they can't afford to do any more mistakes here. They need to take us to third if they want to stay alive here in this match. But question is, what can Mighty Max do with the scouts? I think he should try to just go for a couple tags and then the pistol finish him. Not really sure if he should go for the headshots. Because if he missed the headshot, well, he could just go for a body shot and tag them. So I'm not sure if you want to take that risk. But it does look like they're going to make a B split here. We have 2 players coming through short. And oh, look at that. Crucial with the first shot. The first kill here. And Thomas, oh, he wanted to grab the weapon. Surreal, he's going to get mollied. He smokes it off. This could be very dangerous. They're going to go through the smoke here on the ILLUMINAR side from the apartments. 3 players is coming through here. And they're just waiting for now. This could be... Oh, man, I have a bad feeling for ILLUMINAR right now.
This is just a matter of time.
Yeah, it's all about timing here. And it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade here for ILLUMINAR. And they do manage to solve it in the end. Reach in the top mid here. Should be getting a free pick. In short, and it will. But it looks like if those smokes... Like, it was all about the timing there. It could have gone ENDPOINT's way instead. Definitely, but ILLUMINAR... They keep on to the round, they win the second. And Mighty Max is trying to go for the save there with the scouts. Take it into the next eco round. But ILLUMINAR, they're doing what they should here. Winning that force buy. Even though it was a little bit closer than expected. Or should have been, rather.
Solid start here for the T side. A round that nearly got a little sketchy, but they were able to hold on. Very quick kills coming out towards B, and ultimately playing the numbers game there, just getting the trade frags is what they need to do. So Good to see them getting that done. Now their third should be nice and easy as well. What matters will be the outcome of round 4. That'll be the first real opportunity to see that full buy come back into play here for both sides.
It definitely will, and we do see Reach probably go for the YP here towards Connector, and there's only Mighty Max with the Scouts, so this really isn't too much to fancy for Endpoint. But it always seems like the T side is where they're always like, in these matches, always seems like the T side is the better side here, so the teams decide to start off on the CT side. Or T side is always better, but people still decide CT because it's just how it's supposed to be, you know, starting off on the CT side on a CT side map. But it always feels like the T side is winning most of the rounds. But Mouse looking for a frag over towards B here. But yeah, Robin down to 5 HP. Should be going down any second here. Mighty Max with the Scout. Get insta headshotted. That's what the SG is good for. Get that one tap potential. And the remaining 4 should just follow suit here. And make this a quick and easy round for the Poles. And we really don't see anything could be done here from Endpoint. Not a single kill I think in fact will happen. And Thomas trying to go for that one. We're gonna get it. Oh, he actually gets Innocent. So that's gonna be a weapon picked up, but he's gonna die right after it. So let's see if Surreal can pick it up and run away. Only with the Deagle here, so that's the AK. He's gonna snatch it. No, he's actually gonna stay here. He turned away from the flash and he actually makes it through that hole. And 3-0, but now here's the 4th round, Flakes. This is where the game begins.
This is what we are waiting for. Obviously, the buy comes immediately in. And a pause as well. Interesting timing, but I suppose a good chance to figure out what you're going to do if you are Endpoint right now going into this. Obviously, Yorp immediately purchased some 4 rifles, full utility. Endpoint have everything they need. The cornerstones of a good CT side. Now they just have to deliver. Obviously, for ILLUMINAR, starting to build up their money. I mean, practically every player has 4 grand in the bank. Innocent, the only player missing out.
He is missing out on the party, and we should be having an pause very, very soon here. But Endpoint, if they can get this, they can still, you know, they can keep themselves in the game. But if they don't win this round, this is where the awkward game is going to begin a little bit. Endpoint is not going to have any money in the next, and it's going to be 5-0 before the next buy for Endpoint. So that's why this round and the next round is really important to win for Endpoint as a team after losing the pistol and the force. Otherwise, it's starting to get a little bit shaky here on the second map for the UK team. But they do have that open crucial, so wondering where he's going to play. Probably towards the window. Could also put that towards Ticket and watch towards Connector and Slope with it. So a lot of things you can do on Mirage CT side, we don't know. But yeah, ILLUMINAR, they have the players, they have the skill level. So question is, do they have the tactics here to pull off the T side, a good T side? You know, we saw what happened in the earlier match, like Sprout on the T side. I don't think we're gonna see something similar here. But
you never know. I mean, this is kind of one of those games where that can happen, to be honest.
Yeah. Because we don't really know where ILLUMINAR is. Like we have no stats on going on, so we don't know how they're gonna play. We just have to go on Endpoint and how good, because we actually only have stats on them. But finally we're getting into things again. But yeah, as you can see, as you said, 4K across the board here for ILLUMINAR. All having it. So even if ILLUMINAR round, they're still gonna have one more buy. Endpoint they want. So they're gonna have to win this round 100%. Otherwise we're gonna see a 5-0. So crucial, he's gonna go towards window with that ult. Pretty default for him. And he's actually gonna jump towards short here. Take a very offensive position. They're running out middle there. They would have been dead with Mouse. Trying to go a little bit early on and towards the B apps here. Will be stopped. But Endpoint, they know how much this round means to them.
A lot of utility just being used here to push this ILLUMINAR side back, stop any of this default build up towards B. Rather now, we're looking at a bit of underpass presence that likely will be Robin's first point of contact here. Curious if Max decides to get aggressive, because this could be interesting for him, given that Veggie and Co are all building up in ramp. If he's not traded, he hasn't got support from his team, it gets real dicey for them.
Yeah, we're gonna see the execute on towards the A site now coming up. They're gonna
window
ramp
boost
from
as well.
window 2. Yes, so trying to make this happen here. The inside window 1. And while he's gonna be dispatched off, Robin takes care of him, and this is just a slaughtering. Endpoint. Shutting down the supermarket. There's no way in for them, for ILLUMINAR. And they're gonna make a flawless first round here for Endpoint on the first gun round. And that's exactly what you want to see from them, and what they need to get done here on the CT side early on. To not be, you know, behind with a lot of rounds. So that's good. If they can do that one more time, we're gonna be seeing 3-3 here. So they're gonna have to eco after this one, ILLUMINAR. So let's see if Endpoint can repeat that performance. Because that was a really strong hold, even though 2 people wrapped from jungle. Crucial is gonna go for the short jump again. But there's nobody peeking it. They're just smoking top mid and stuff, and then just not going out there. They're going underground instead. So Snacks on the op, watching towards the jungle here. Very much must win round here for Endpoint still, due to the money. They haven't really built anything, even though they survived 5. They still have around the 2k mark, and well, Innocent, he goes down, and Reed's gonna go down top mid too. Endpoint off to a strong start here on the CT side.
They're really hoping Snacks will be able to open something up, but Robin says no, just a shot to the back of the head to solve that problem. Veggie next in line. Endpoint, he had to play some Counter-Strike today as they are getting it done. One brutal buy round locked in, a second likely coming right up, as with 55 seconds to go, it's 1 player left. 0 dead for Endpoint. 2 perfectly clean gun rounds back to back.
Yeah, you cannot ask for a better start here on this gun round for Endpoint. They got themselves 2 buy rounds in a row, putting themselves on 3-2. And now, well, ILLUMINAR, they're actually going for the force here. Ooh, I thought they actually were gonna eco and then go for buy next, but you see the full pistol, the full cavalry, the full utility here, Flakes. I'm not sure I'm liking this buy here from ILLUMINAR. But they may just try to do something fast towards A, and they're in towards apps and towards the slope. And they have a lot of utility, so this seems to be an A execute coming up. A very fast one as well, and it's gonna have to be a retake from that point. Let's see if this is gonna work out here. Otherwise, it's gonna be a disaster for ILLUMINAR. But here we go. Flash is coming through on towards A site. Robin with the first one. Robin not gonna nail the second one. Probably should have gone in the second one there, Veggie. I'm gonna have to be honest. Well, the nade not gonna do any damage here. Smoke just starting to fade out here, but the bomb has been planted here, and Innocent has picked up an SG, and they're all back in the slope. Literally every single player is back in slope. How are they gonna pull this one out, ILLUMINAR? There we go.
Every player in slope just isn't ideal. It's, you need a little bit more to it than that, unfortunately. You've got Reitz going for this really long rotate as well, but you've got to remember where the bomb's planted. There's nothing he can do. He's basically accepting defeat, maybe the chance at a rifle, but there's nothing top mid, so best he'll get for his troubles will be the pistol and the Kevlar.
Yeah, this is they got a plan. There was a Robin got 1 before he got traded, and all 4 were slope here. And it's just easy to shut them down with an AWP from Crucial as well here. So back to 3-3, we're tied up here in this game on map 2. But the next round, they're gonna have about 3,600 to work with here, ILLUMINAR. So they're gonna go for another pistol Kevlar buy with a utility. They're gonna buy down to 2k to get a full buy the next. Normally don't see quite this kind of buys here coming in after you lose 1 or 2 gun rounds on the T side. So they're gonna do the same round here, Flakes. Again, we're gonna see another 8. They're gonna try to get the bomb planted so we can get more money. They need money. Mighty Max. Are crucial. That could go real bad. Now they're pushing up throw, but they have more aggressive positions now, Endpoint. They're not gonna go for the retake. And the SG from Mighty Max to get himself 2. Doesn't manage to shut down anybody else. But here's Crucial. He finds 2 as well alongside Robin. And we're tied up here. 3-3. ILLUMINAR. you know, haven't really been working out this past 3 rounds for them. Or 4 rounds, actually. So, what can ILLUMINAR really do here? Their gun rounds. 4 in a row for endpoints. Not 3, as I said. My bad. And the gun rounds has been flawless. Look at this. We got the first kill coming out. Crucial gets another one. There's a 4v3 here for endpoint.
Getting the bomb like that short is huge. Has to be said. Surreal
yeah.
just swinging short. Great way to bag the first kill.
Really
where do you go if you're Reeds? Do you head B here, or do you try and get a window? It's very tough to kind of figure out, because obviously they know exactly where that bomb is.
Yeah, you're in a stuck between a rock and a hard place at this point here if you're Reeds. You really can't do anything at this point. You can't go forward, you can't go back. You're pretty much stuck in the middle here. He has the bomb with 50 HP inside the ladder room. Like, he's gonna have to go for this fight here. Because the CTs, they're not gonna be peeking. That 4v3, there's 50 seconds left. There's here. Crucial can just hold here. Here we go. Reeds is gonna rush out. That means he's dead. Trades comes in here, but oh, good kill from Crucial. Worried he wasn't gonna check that. But it's down to Innocent. A 1 versus 3, and this seems like another easy round here for Endpoint. This time they only lost 2 players so far. Endpoint, they're about to go up on 5 rounds here. Innocent is gonna run short, and that's gonna be the jumping shot. Crucial gets in midair. And ILLUMINAR, what is their money gonna be looking like at this point? After losing this gun round. I think they're gonna have around 3,600 again, right? Oh yeah, they're gonna have 44, so around the 4K on one guy, right? No, oh yeah, 2,200 here. So I don't know. They lost 5 in a row here.
It's just enough for pistols and armor, basically. It's gonna put them in a really tight spot. Crucial feeling the confidence now as he gets aggressive, going for the connector drop here. Needs to be cautious of underpass though, as that'll be an angle that Snacks would like to work with here. See if he can maybe bag himself a free AWP in exchange for a deagle.
Yeah, that's what could be pretty bad as well. If you're too aggressive, if you're feeling it, and then you go like very aggressive against the pistols, you could actually lose the round because you're over aggressive trying to go for these kills that you think is gonna be a free round, and then you give away a round against pistols. Look at this, he's all the way in the top mid here, very aggressive. There's no reason for him to be here. Like, this is what I mean. Like, why is Surreal going that aggressive against the pistols? Just play what you have done. You won 5 in a row doing so. There's no reason to change anything up, and now they're gonna go towards B together. And look, there's only 1 player there. If they actually go towards B, but oh, they're not, so they're lucky here at points. They're actually very lucky, because if they went B there, it would have been a 5 versus 1. But now instead they're going through underground. 3 players, the 4th coming through here, and there's 2 players here. So Endpoint, they're gonna thank their lucky stars not going B. And okay, now they're just feeding him kills. 2 for Robin. Oh, oh, I thought he was gonna peek. But yeah, a 3v3 here. Endpoint should be able to figure out this round. Oh my goodness.
The only time this gets a little hairy is if that Deagle in Palace causes problems, and with actually Mouse finding Thomas there, that's actually just as bad. Time on his side. Ooh, Crucial. Now is not the time to be missing the shots.
And that's why you don't go aggressive top mid like that by yourself. That's why you don't go for frags on Nico round. Robin, he should have probably fell back after the second one there, but yeah, this is why Endpoint, like, this is just unexperience really coming in. Like, this is just the greed, the frag greed coming in from Endpoint. That was a free round for them. They should have been 6-3 now. But just because the guy going Surreal pushes top mid, he dies. And then they're pushing up connected there, and he's missing a lot of shots with that off as well. And there's a full buy round now coming out, and that's the inter kill on Crucial. This could turn everything around here for ILLUMINAR. And oh my goodness, what's happening here for Snacks? What was that? Blazing hot there from Snacks, getting 3 frags in the top mid. Thomas picks up one guy in the window, but it's a 3v2 here for ILLUMINAR, and it could be tying the game up.
what a time to step up for Snacks. Illuminar need the rounds after all. On a map like Mirage, do you think there really is much preference on a specific scoreline as T, or I usually lean towards at least getting yourself 6 rounds?
Yeah. But they're playing 1 on each side now, endpoint, so if they want to have a chance to win this point at endpoint, they have to get 2 frags from late. They have to be put it down to 1 here for a chance for endpoint to win this one. Just a 1 kill or less, not gonna cut it. Gonna have to be frags here for Mighty Max. He gets the first one, that's good. Well, he could wait for the rotation now. The rotation should be coming, but it's not. Now it comes in. 30 seconds. Oh my goodness, he's gonna see him. Mighty Max with the second. 25 seconds. Veggie is gonna have to go for the plant at 2v1. He's done everything here, Mighty Max. 18 seconds. He's gonna have to push the guy CT now. Now he knows he's there. He's gonna go for the frag. He gets it, but the trace for Thomas is there. And Flakes. What just happened there? ILLUMINAR is screwing it up.
I mean, Snacks has literally done everything for his team there.
Look at this one here. Oh my god, that's a crazy shot.
But Max proving that he's still got some might left in him. A couple of good, real good kills. Now's there as well is huge. Leaves Veggie to force the CT duel, and because Max falls back, like you say, it forces that open angle. Allows his teammate to swing from jungle. And gets the easy pick.
Well, after that equal loss from endpoint, well, they're gonna win it right back here. Ooh, it's unlucky. Now they're gonna force the issue on the B side here. Molly out though, and on top of that a nade. How the hell is the T's gonna be alive here? And they're gonna burn, and he's gonna burn alive. And there's the first one. Oh,
Thomas. That is Counter-Strike in a nutshell right there. Just use, because they've used so many nades at this point, the mollies as well, driven them so low, he just lets rip through the smoke, and of course he secures the kill. Robin with this unparalleled confidence, just straight up through underpass. This is a huge round for Endpoint too, because not only is this their 7th, but likely their 8th as well, as ILLUMINAR will have to eco after this.
This certainly has to, and Veggie just trying to get some economy damage on Endpoint here. He gets down Robin. But yeah, Endpoint should be taking a little bit slow here. They shouldn't really be dying because they pushed Thomas with the money here, so they still should try to get the gun away from him because they don't have money here in ILLUMINAR. Well, he's gonna walk right into the off there, so 7-4 should be an 8-4 here. It's endpoint, they should, but look at this here. Snacks is getting barbecued here. And here, look at this. Doesn't even use the scope and just sprays him through. The flank here from Robin. Confidence for sure. At this point, entered, they should be able to grind 10 rounds. That's really what they should happen here. I think we're just gonna see a pistol Kevlar, but a light investment here for ILLUMINAR. That's about it here. We're gonna see, yeah, we see the Kevlars being bought up here, the pistols, and we have a pulse here at 7-4. So, really, at this point, endpoint, they're playing a good CT side.
Seems to be going their way so far. When you look at the scoreboard and the timeline there at the center of your screen, you get a sense of really just how devastating Endpoint have been. Take away the pistol round success for ILLUMINAR, and you're looking at a much bleaker scoreline than it already is.
Yeah, imagine if they don't win the pistol as well, ILLUMINAR, and getting that 4. This would have been 8-3 now as well. Like, it would have been much worse. ILLUMINAR, they should be happy to having 4 already. Trying to grind for 1 or 2 more. That's what they need to do. 5 or 6 is they're gonna be alright with. Endpoint not gonna be happy with more less than 10 rounds, to be honest. And this map has been going. And keep in mind, this is ILLUMINAR's map pick as well, so they're expected to show some kind of skill here. But oh, I'm worried about this kind of B play now because there's only one player on B. We may see a fast play here from Reese and company. Surreal, he's holding it from short though. Oh, he's gonna have the S3 there. Molly should be getting down very, very soon here. There's the Molly, and now we're gonna see a B push coming through. That Molly could be huge here. It's a pistol Kevlar by, so they're not expected to do much here in this round, but they're trying to get the plant down. Thomas, well, he's not gonna get more than 1 here. This out smoke here, but Robin, he's on the sides. here. He actually gets one, he gets the second. It should be getting the third here. Actually, not. He goes down, innocent. And a 1v3 here. He's been tagged. Just need one bullet left now. And there we go. The USP, the CSGO just running out. So, there we go. 8-4 endpoint. Thomas was a good day with the Molotov, just delaying things so much they were a bit. 3 to go, Flakes. 3 to go. ILLUMINAR. Do you believe they could get 5 or 6 rounds here?
I'd like to think so, but it's going to come down to whether they're actually able to really step up now, bring something different to the table, because what they've been doing so far has been redundant, really. And you see Endpoint trying something different here now, getting aggressive, baiting this rotation away. Thomas not overstating his welcome too. I like that. Robin has to defend mid for him, though, try and get him out, deny the trade. Reed's flashed off perfectly, and look at this. Endpoint have completely retreated from mid after getting the first pick. I think that really squashes the concerns that they were being overzealous here, too cocky. That play is perfect and is what they need to be doing right now. 5v4, maintain the lead, starting to control ILLUMINAR towards this A site potentially through connector, but limited opportunity here for ILLUMINAR to actually find a win in this round. It will come down to what could Snacks do from Palace, and potentially I think ILLUMINAR going for that window boost again. They've been quite fond trying to sneak a player up there, but looks like nope, they are going to force the hand towards connector. Back turn, Crucial gets opportunity, misses a shot. That's going to be a big deal. Max does find one. Is it too little too late? Look at the nade go. Oof. Very close, but that window boost again, we've seen it so many times. Mao's right on the cusp. They've clearly, Robin hearing him. I wonder if he just gets baited here. Ooh. That is a very important kill, and Mao's dropped off.
That's so unlucky. He had a free kill there. He had a free kill there on Robin. But, well. It happens, but now he's gonna go up B. Surreal should be getting the shot here. Ooh, he just makes the cross to the side here. Oh, the timing. It's absolutely beautiful here. He's gonna peek from the house, and ooh, he actually gets the kill. But look at the HP here, they're so low, but they're still making it happen, and they're winning the round in the middle. 10 HP and 16 HP. Mouse and Snacks that wins it. What? How they're pulling that one out? It's a 3v2 for Endpoint. The problem was they had nobody on the B side, and Surreal not getting that kill there. Turn everything around. We were wondering if ILLUMINAR are actually going to get 5 rounds, but they just did, and there's 2 more to still be played here. So they can actually get more than this. Still going to be a buy on Endpoint here, but seems like the B side is where they want to head towards again. Seems like that's where they've been winning most of their kills on, and well, Thomas is going to get dropped here early. And this is going to be a fast auto towards B. And well, he's going to get pushed forward here. Veggie actually gets the second kill too. Oh no, this is happening. This is going to be a 6 round for ILLUMINAR. Unless the retake can come in and get 2 frags in return at Endpoint.
Still 3 more to find though. That's going to be the tough piece of this. Full HP players now as well, so the nade molly combo handy, but not going to change a huge amount here. Looking for Mao's not to be found yet. They have to try and get out through garbage. Robin goes flying on through, somehow still standing. Max finds Mao's. Max missing a few shots. His position, no, they have to get on the bomb sooner rather than later. 2 players now on the defuse. Snacks goes stabbing away. Gets himself 1. Looking for the second. He's actually got it. A double kill with the knife.
That's ridiculous. How? Like, he just knives both players in the smoke there. That's ridiculous to win a run like that. Great retake here for Endpoint. But they couldn't kill Snacks. Here! Crucial. Here he has that shot. He misses that shot right there. That would have been a winning shot there in that round. But look here. He misses the up shot. He nails. He just knifes them. 3 seconds. He gets off the bomb because he knows he's getting knifed. He probably should just took it and just, you know, hoped that he could have got the defuse with 3 seconds left. Because he would have lost it either way if he went off the bomb. So 8-6, final round here. Look at the buy here from Endpoint. This is gonna be an 8-7, Flakes. What? This has been a turnaround for Illuminar. Unless Max can do something with the Deagle. He gets the 1D. He doesn't get the follow-up. And it's all on to Crucial here. It's gonna be a 7th round for Illuminar. It's only gonna be a 1 here on this 4 Endpoint. And it's all of back of that B. That 3v2 they lost their Endpoints. On the B side.
What a way to drop the half. I think Endpoint in a really commanding position. You see how quickly just one round changes the storyline here. ILLUMINAR now from 3 to 7. One final stint at the end puts them back into contention for this game. But it is important to add that 3 of those rounds are from the pistol again, which just goes to show the value of the pistol here for ILLUMINAR. Without that, we are looking at a much stronger half for Endpoint, arguably. And 11-4 starts to look more likely.
Yeah, definitely, and Endpoint, they need to grab a pistol here. Illuminar is winning most of the pistol rounds here, so Endpoint can just grab a pistol. They're going to be taking the head start again here. They're going to have more than one round here they had in this first half. Can't get the head start, so Endpoint, let's see if they can do that. 8-7 here, map 2, after winning the map 1 there, Endpoint. This is our final series of the evening here. And shaping up to be a very good second map here. We may even see a third map, because Reeds, he finds Robin. Gets traded out though. Back to a 4v4 here, but long range against the USP is not what you want to do. You want to get closer with the Glocks. And that 50-50. But here we go, they're gonna push forward. This is where the Glocks are good on. Oh, never mind, I take that back. Cruz is making a lot of whips there. But they do get the trades here. The question is, can they follow up on that? 3 versus 3. Make that 3v2, make that 3v1. And it's all down to Mouse, and it's crumbling for Illuminar. And that's a 4 kill for Thomas, actually. That's an impressive pistol run for him.
He's had a little riot, isn't he? I just love how aggressive Endpoint get, though. Like, screw planting the bomb, they just immediately charge in jungle and just completely force the hand of ILLUMINAR.
Yeah, those are the kind of battles you want to take with the Glocks. When the USP get those long range, if they want to plan and they just stay back, they could have got the 1-taps with the USPs, and the Glocks are completely useless on that long range. So they get the 9th round. The question now for Endpoint is, can they win the force buy? If they don't drop the ball here on this round, they should be looking good for 11-7. So
You'd like to think so,
Endpoint,
wouldn't
this
you?
is one of the most important, I would say, here for Endpoint in this match. At a 9-7, you're up against a force buy. You can't lose this round. So this is a must win for them. And they're using a lot of utility here, Illuminar, so they're not gonna have a lot of things left once the execute comes in for Endpoint. They only have a couple smokes and 2 HEs. So they could still smoke off the choke points, but they're gonna have to rely on the aim once those smokes are gone. And with a minute to go, there's 4 players inside the connector here. Oh, this is in the sand. This is what you gotta have to watch out for. This Deagle, so good, and Venture with a second. This cannot happen, Flakes. This is a nightmare for Endpoint. They're losing plays left, right, and center, but the wall banks coming in here for Robin. He's gonna get 1 dig here. It's a 2 versus 2 here. Oh, they can actually win this round, Illuminar.
It's winnable, but there's one caveat. That's the position of Crucial. Ooh, I say that. He has to find a kill on Snacks. He has to find that kill, but Snacks somehow, flying around the corner with the scout, hits a hell of a shot, and from there, it all comes up. You don't see that every day. Vintage Snacks back in action.
Yeah, that cannot happen. They had a 2v2 though. Look at this first shot everyone said. Great shot here, and Veggie killing a guy in slope too. But after that, it looks like it was gonna be different. But they're getting 3 kills, 3v2. What happened after that? Max gets 1D, then Crucial, well, he's gonna get scouted in the head. They probably could just play the time there. He didn't have to go for the angle on short. He could just play like connector corner or something, just wait him up. But they go for the aggressive play there, Endpoint, and that will cost them the round. So 9-8 here. And instead of Endpoint forcing here, they're gonna take a full eco and buy the next one. Usually we see when people lose the force buy, they're forcing right back, right? But Endpoint, they're saying, hey, we're gonna give them the 9th round. 9-9, we can still work with everything else. It's not gonna be a problem for us. But feel like Endpoint, you know, they're now on the T side. It's gonna be more issues coming through in the future.
Definitely not the cleanest start to the second half. Do a pretty good job of dispatching of these pistols. Maybe even just max. Just like that, we're all tied up.
Yeah, luckily for ILLUMINAR, they win that fourth buy. That was a must win, otherwise we would have had a... By now we go into the first buy round, but it's gonna be a buy now for Endpoint regardless, and let's see if they can pull this one out. Endpoint sure they don't want to play a third map. They feel like that's a little bit unnecessary because they had a pretty good map so far here on Mirage. They just need to make it. Just need to make it on the T side now. Easier said than done, of course. But this first gun round here is going to be very important for them, and especially for ILLUMINAR as well, to see where Endpoint is standing here on the T side. Oh, they got a corner there. Didn't get spotted. And oh, Snacks from underground. He finds 2. Is he gonna get traded out? Yes, he does, but he still finds 2 regardless. So this is a great run for ILLUMINAR. And
Huge
Thomas
stack towards connector as well. You can see
Yeah.
him was ILLUMINAR wanting to get really aggressive here, and they do. Veggie just peeks out against Robert, and Crucial now spotted as well. Veggie just keeps on going. There are no breaks on this man right now, just plowing forward. Thomas becomes the last man standing, and there isn't really much he can do in this at Nose's position. Might lose the duel, but 2 full HP players up against someone's 16 HP. Very limited time and bomb control. You'd be hard pressed to make Thomas as a victor here.
ILLUMINAR, they're gonna pick up the first gun round versus Endpoint's buy here, and they're gonna have 2 players alive, so they're gonna have to rebuy 3 rifles, but they still win it regardless, and they're gonna take the lead here against Endpoint. And Endpoint, they don't have any money left here. They're gonna have to treat this as an eco round. So it should be an 11th round here for ILLUMINAR coming up. So Endpoint, they had a bit of a problem here after losing that force buy. Probably already expecting themselves to have 11-7 winning that force, but when that didn't happen, this is the result you get. This is why we talked about a third map, you know, ILLUMINAR. They have to have a shot at winning Mirage here, and they're so far playing very good on the CT side. So, see what the Deagles can do here from Endpoint. It may surprise us, who knows.
Certainly had our fair share of pistol surprises the past few days, haven't we? You look back to some of the Counter-Strike we've seen in the Lootbet Season 6, it's been pretty wild. Thankfully, it seems this time around, normality remains in check. Endpoint not able to do anything too wild here. A nice frag for Thomas, but that's likely to be all.
They get a second here. It will take somebody away, but it's not going to get more than 2 frags. So good run for ILLUMINAR again here. A team ace. Well, we go into the 23rd round here, and Endpoint, they're struggling here on their buy round. And especially since Snacks, he got the first gun round, Snacks got 2 from underground. They didn't even clear underground, or had any idea he was there. So let's see if ILLUMINAR is going to have something up their sleeve again here in this round. Endpoint, they need to grab this one, otherwise they're broke again. Otherwise we're going to see like 1 eco, 1 buy round, 1 eco, 1 buy round. Like that if they don't win round soon. Reach. Very aggressive here towards the slope area with his teammates, Veggie. They're setting up for the names here. They're gonna surprise them again. This is another surprise. It's double coming out and Veggie with the 3rd. And they have all the surprises coming through. They had underground last time. Now they have a slow push. And Endpoint, they're not aware of anything. There's nobody watching the push. Wow, ILLUMINAR.
Those are the little things that you miss though when you're setting up for example, an execute. But what is interesting is that not a single CT has decided to go back to B, perhaps committing to the retake play here as Endpoint have the site themselves.
Kusha has 20 HP, so it's literally like a 1v3 retake at this point. Rather do that than if we put 1 player on B, he dies, would have been a 2v2. So I don't see a reason they should lose this retake. It's down to Robin though. Robin's gonna have to be the player to get these frags. If he doesn't find 2, well, it's over. Doesn't get the 1, yeah, his teammate also dies. So a clean retake here, not a single casualty. 12 rounds for ILLUMINAR now. They're getting closer towards that 16. Tying the maps up here. He gets himself to it, and eventually gets the guy on apartment. And just like that, it's a 3v2 for ILLUMINAR. So, or 4v2 and eventually stayed alive, so... Endpoint, they need to be ready for this kind of play. They had 1 underground, now they had a slow play. Probably gonna do something here in this run as well, maybe a B aggression thing. Endpoint, they can't be sleeping here. They need to be ready for everything.
Definitely feels like they have been caught napping a few times, especially towards ramp there. Surprising how quickly this game has fallen out of contention for them. They were looking pretty good, but now it's just not really working out their way. I mean, case in point, Max burning in the flames there after getting naded off as well.
Yeah, I think that's the force by the loss after winning the pistol. I think that's screwed them up a lot here. They just need to reset, forget about that, and try to get into the game again. They're 3 rounds behind. There may be 4 after this one, so they don't do something about it. But we're looking more and more likely at this point for a 3rd map.
Likely starting to see Innocent take the duel on short. Crucial does find the first pick, but Innocent gets to just refrag it along with Snacks as well. This is the thing, when Endpoint find an opportunity, it's consistently refragged. Makes life so difficult for them. They are going to see if they can claw their way on towards B, but Snacks will just peek round on towards short. Wonder if he can find anything at all here.
But the thing is, look at the HP again from Endpoint. Yes, they have the side, but there is Veg on short. Oh, he's not it. Oh, now it's been spotted, but look at the HP there. 60 and 30 HP. He's gonna have to get a quick headshot here, Robin, if we want to make this 2v1. Oh man, they're just trying to bait out the guy from kitchen. And there we go, there's Reese with the first kill here. He's gonna expect the guy coming through window, but he still dies. It's a 1 versus 1 here. He's planning for short. Veggie, he has 100 HP. Did he tap the bomb? He did. He did, and now he's just hiding. Surreal should know he's not on the bomb. Now he's tapping it again. Oh, the spray is not gonna be there. He's gonna go for the defuse, and he gets it. Oh my goodness. Surreal doesn't find the connection. He just stands in the smoke and defuses. Innocent should be dead here. He shouldn't have gotten that kill on crew. Not at all. ILLUMINAR, when is their streak gonna stop?
Situation really not looking too good now for this British side. Point. Just dire straits their T side honestly has been very unsuccessful for the most part. Now going for a very Lucius contact play out A. Not really much to it. Crucial again with the quick trade kill, but not going to be enough as Snacks just shuts them down with the orb. More vintage action from him. Robin tries to save the day, and if he can find the frag on towards Reach, then there's maybe something here. It does go 2 for 2.
He's pulling out a nade in a 2v2 without checking CT when he jumps up ticket there. You just keep an eye with his crosshair there. Your teammate is covering jungle. Nobody's there. Nobody's going to be connected that fast. And there's only way they can come CT really. If you have your crosshair aimed on CT, well, you're going to get that kill. Look at Snacks, he's going for it really. And ILLUMINAR, here it's a 2v2. Just put your weapon out and you may get that CT frag to put it a 2v1. But 49 for ILLUMINAR, they're just gonna keep on rolling. They need 2 more to secure a 2nd map. And then we will go to that 3rd map, and that's gonna be Train. So, yeah. So far so good here for the Poles on map 2. Let's see if they can finish the game also. Snacks. He's gonna miss the shot here. Veggie. Inside connector, very, very close here. They're gonna walk past him. Are they gonna boost window? Yes, they will. Going for the silent boost. Oh, I think this is a good play from Endpoint.
Yeah, it seems like no one has any idea actually what's going on. They're going to reverse boost up into ladder room as well. Snacks walks on in, just a matter of timing. He'll be picked off by Surreal. Crucial finding Veggie, and we're going to see an Endpoint side actually take control of her around here. Makes a change from what we've seen previously, where honestly on the T side they've just been battered for lack of better words, but here they start off strong, getting the mid control early, getting into mid window, reverse boosting short and finding the mid pick as well, puts them in great position to collapse out on towards A. Innocent will back off and I would imagine try and look for a pick and play the retake here. Reeds swings out wide, though that could be problematic, picking off Max and retaining Palace control.
Yeah, but it should be a save here from ILLUMINAR. 3 versus 2. I shouldn't really go for this. The money's not there for ILLUMINAR. Rather just say that open M4 for the next run and have a full buy around it. Because Mouse and Innocent, they do have the money. Snacks is going to get money too. So, really have to say the M4 and the op here. But Endpoint, they will get another T run here. It was about time. Because they've been losing a lot of runs in a row here. But Mouse, Innocent, oh, he's going to get pushed over, so no op for them. And then M4, what about it? Gets the kill, picks up the op. So, okay, so in the end, they will actually get that op saved. Here, Snacks, not even aware he could be inside jungle. So, finally a good run here for Endpoint. Let's see if they can have more of those. They're still behind, that's a lot of runs. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to see here. Endpoint, how much money is ENDPOINT gonna have here? What is the buy gonna be? They are gonna have just enough for a buy here. So if they win this one, Endpoint, they're gonna get a free round.
Still a tough journey ahead of them though. Crucial at it again. Look at him go. Barrels down short, gets himself not only one but a second as well. Double trouble for Crucial. Fortunately, Surreal then finds Mouse, and this leaves Snacks last man. Nothing he can do here. We might be seeing an Endpoint resurgence. 11 on the board, 12 looking very likely, given the pistol situation. This game's still very much hanging in the balance here.
Yeah, it looks like Endpoint had no idea what to do on the T side here, but now they've been winning 2. A little bit like that. The last 2 was very, very strong, especially that last round. A clean round on a full buy round. So ILLUMINAR, they're going to have to eco this round. They only got 2,000 in the bank. So this is going to be a 12th round unless Endpoint screws it up somehow. And they did that against the force buy, so could happen again, but this time they're going to be watching force the slope here. Yeah, here we go. Volley out. He should be getting all 5 here, in fact. Here, 1, 2, 3. Not going to get the 4th for the 5th, but it's going to be a cleanup here. 1 casualty here. The Kobe comes in, and that's going to be boom. Here we go. 12th round for Endpoint. 2 behind now. We got into another buy round here for ILLUMINAR. This one is so important for Endpoint.
I think that might be the understatement of the century. This is beyond do or die time now for this T side. If they want to succeed in this game, they have to find the victory here. Break ILLUMINAR, keep them going, get to 14-14 and sprint for that finish line, because if this goes to map 3, you've got to do this whole marathon all over again.
Yeah, ILLUMINAR still in this round. Well, they're going to get up on map point here. And I think at that point, Endpoint, I'm not sure they have what it takes to get into an overtime. It's going to be a tough road. So this round has to be it for Endpoint. Win this, and as you said, 14-14 should be coming up because no money for ILLUMINAR. But it's easier said than done to just win this round. ILLUMINAR has been playing a good CT side. Worth to mention that. But they're giving Endpoint middle again here, just like last time. So, question is, what can Endpoint do with it? This time they're not giving up jungle. They gave up jungle last time. This time they're not giving jungle. But Endpoint may think they're gonna do that. Oh, he goes into the corner. Veggie, is he gonna be aware that... Oh, I should just look in front of him now. This kill in jungle is so important here. Veggie versus Bill. Who is gonna be the first one to get it? That kill is everything here. And it's gonna be Veggie to nail it. Oh, it's not gonna get traded. Oh, the op so close there from Crucial. But now they're gonna push up from Connector. And Robin? What can he do from here? Mighty Max gets the trade here. Still advantage here for ILLUMINAR though. This is a must-win round. And ILLUMINAR, well, they fall down to a 3v3 now. Robin and company, they have the bomb down. Question is, can ILLUMINAR make the retake here? Or
Robin
are they
has
gonna
a
go for
great
the save?
afterplant. He has a really nice position just playing deep in jungle. Pretty much cuts out that entire portion of the map, so it will force the CT play. Max ready and waiting for anything towards Ticket Booth as they do try and get out through the CT smoke, but he's not aware of the second player. That's where Innocent comes into action, dipping and weaving through the smoke. Gets it down onto the bomb, and I imagine this will be his chance to get straight on the defuse, and he is. He sat there going. Crucial rips away, but he's on the defuse. He's got no idea. Shot's not connecting. It looks like ILLUMINAR will come out ahead.
No kit. They had no kit there at all, but that smoke just won them the round. If he didn't have that smoke, it would have been an endpoint round. Wow. But Robin had entire jungle, so they're all coming through CT. But after the first kill there on Ticket, he wasn't expecting the second guy in CT. He was expecting somebody to flank. And yeah, at that point, yeah, you could expect a flank. But if you're in sandwich, he can't kill you from slope unless he's right up to you. So he could just hit it inside the sandwich there and still be alive watching through CT. But now ILLUMINAR, just because they win that round, 10-second defuse, it's gonna be 3 map points on the ILLUMINAR side here. So endpoint, at this point, they're gonna have a really hard time to try and pull this into overtime. But with that being said, this one is going much better here for endpoint. Owls and Snacks, last 2 men standing here for ILLUMINAR. And if endpoint wins this one, the money should be pretty bad here for ILLUMINAR. But with that being said, they have to win this one still. Mouse finds himself, Snacks finds himself another one. 2 for him in this round. He's back to 2v2. Mouse, he has 1 HP. He's gonna go down. That's a crucial kill for endpoint. He's gonna go for the spray through the smoke. Snacks, can he clutch a 1v2 here? Is it possible? He's gonna jump towards short. Oh, he's been spotted by Surreal. All it out. Yeah, this Snacks probably just gonna save now.
Endpoint living to fight another day. Talk about hanging on.
At least for 1 more round. And
Naturally, though, they have to go to OT. That's the only option now.
Yeah, Snacks gonna say that M4 if they want to have some kind of weapon into the next round. Question is, are they gonna check below the window? Or below the ladder room hole? 15-13, and they're actually gonna die. Snacks is gonna die by the bomb, and I think Thomas also died by the bomb. So no weapon saved here. Endpoint should be having a free 15-15. But wow, oh man, it could have come on to the 30th round to decide if we're gonna see an overtime or not. What a game it would have been if we see an overtime. What a second map. It's been a little bit back and forth in the end here. The endpoint. Man, if they lost this eco run.
I think that'd be pretty torturous if they threw this one away. I actually like this. Go for the execute here. You should know you're against pistols and extremely light pistols at that, so just clearing out the close angles, not giving anything too much room. Picks seem to be going their way as well. Dare I say it, Endpoint in a good position here to secure this round. I say that and then USPs happen.
Yeah, this USP from ILLUMINAR, deadly, and now they have a weapon picked up. SG, 25 seconds to go on the bomb, but yeah, Endpoint shouldn't really give away more than that. They should try to kill him so he doesn't save that weapon. SG into the potential last round, to the 30th round. It's not going to be ideal for Endpoint. Playing up against an SG, one of the best weapons in the game, is really overpowered at the moment, and he's going to get to save that. That's not good for Endpoint, not good. Letting Mouse save that. They're still gonna have a buy around it, but just that one SG instead of the M4, it's just gonna make all the could make all the difference here for ILLUMINAR. So really keep an eye on the Mouse there with that SG to see what he can do with it. But we're around 30 at this point. It's do or die time here for Endpoint. If they lose this round, it's gonna be second map for ILLUMINAR. If Endpoint wins it, we got an overtime here. Are we gonna see a straight up B push? Are they actually gonna go for a B push on the last round?
This
Oh my
is
goodness,
ballsy.
it's so risky. Yeah, it is, but look at the damage between Delta already. ILLUMINAR gets the first skin. This is Mouse. This is the SGO I was talking about. And he gets himself another one. He's crumbling for Endpoint in the final round. It's a 4 versus 2. And there we go. The SG has found himself 2 frags. Oh man. And this is Robin. He can only go down 16-40 for ILLUMINAR. They go for a B push. It's not gonna work out.
Tough decision though to make on the final round, going for an all-in towards B. An incredibly ballsy decision, but what we see is what we see. 16-14, Endpoint struggling to make it stick in this second map. An opportunity to win, but their T-side just sort of fell off the map. Not the one to see, but not what we'd like to see either. Third map coming up, that's where we're heading.
Going through the smoke, Woxic. Gonna go down, Woxic with the AW.
Position, Earthshaker's moving in as well. Echo Slam connects on it too. Back row tire down as well.
Red always wins the brawl. Or can we cast the curse it? Oh, there we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to Lootbet to cash out now.
Oh, there we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to Lootbet to cash out now.
walk sick with the AW.
Position, Earthshaker's moving in as well. Echo Slam connects on it too. Back row tire down as well.
Red always wins the brawl. Or can we cast the curse it? Oh, there we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to Lootbet to cash out now.
Welcome back, folks, to our third and final map of the day. It's Lootbet Season 6, the European edition, and here we are, of course, with ILLUMINAR versus ENDPOINT. What a BO3 it's been, a really surprising result in the second map. I think it was not necessarily not what we expected. I think we thought this was going to be a 3-mapper from the get-go, but we definitely felt like there was room for an ENDPOINT W there, and then unfortunately, right towards the tail end of the map, they sort of just took off on their T side, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, and especially it really all began in the beginning also fine. Then, but after that they lost a lot, but then they won a lot of rounds. But then after that, I really question the last round there. Why would it be like they had a lot of success middle, like they won a lot of rounds doing that. So then just 15-14 just rushing B. It's a big gamble to make. It didn't pay off, but why take that risk on the last round really? It just seems like a big question mark for me really for ENDPOINT there to just throw away that round. A little bit like that at 15-14. So now we're going to train the final map of the evening here to decide who's gonna win this our second best of 3 for today and go 1-0 in the Swiss stage. You want to start off with a win, you know, that's what you want to do here, because if you start with 0-1 you may get, I guess, a good team in the 0-1 and then you get on to 0-2 and then you're all of a sudden one loss away from being knocked out. So in that sense you definitely want to get this first W. But, Flex, who do you have winning this? Or what did you say, ENDPOINT?
Honestly, it's actually really difficult to say. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like a 16-12, 16-13. I give a slight edge to ENDPOINT purely on the basis that they've had more time to play together. And I'm hoping that through that logic, they'll be a little bit more sort of sound in mind when it comes to train. But ILLUMINAR have also played some good Counter-Strike today. Most importantly, I think they've also demonstrated that they do have a few of kind of the basic fundamentals of team play put together. It's not like they've not put any practice coming into this. It's just, obviously, new teams take time, new systems take time to integrate. So that's really the question mark for us for ILLUMINAR. It's not that they can't play team-based Counter-Strike and it's going to be a pug life from them. It's going to be more that, where are the cracks in the system? What do they need to improve? And how long will that take?
Yeah, definitely, and we do have the knife round coming up here, so this is a big city-sided map, so that knife round is so important here. You do need to win the knife round here to get that city-side and get this thing going here. So let's see who's gonna get that. And, oh, looks like it's gonna be ILLUMINAR to get the city-side. And it will, so they're gonna get CT, ENDPOINT will be starting off on the T side. Let's get on with the show here on the third and final map here. It comes down to just this map here, essentially a best of 1 now at this point. And I say these two teams fairly close in terms of skill and stuff like that. So, as we said before, the team play, ENDPOINT had played a little bit more together than ILLUMINAR has, so in that sense maybe we should edge ENDPOINT here in this third map. But really, we don't really know too much about ILLUMINAR. So we're gonna be jumping into the pistol very, very shortly here. But I don't know what kind of feeling I have for ENDPOINT starting off on the T side. Depending if they win the pistol or not. If they don't win the pistol ENDPOINT, well, I have a bad one. Because this is one of the maps where you can just shut it down as a ops, like a double ops setup or something like that. It's very easy to get like 13-2 on CT if you win the pistol.
Well, only time will tell. I'm just looking at some of the most recent games for ENDPOINT. Much record for them on Train. There isn't really much to it, unfortunately. They did play, of course, another British lineup, Vexed. Lost that 16-11. Already not the greatest of signs. They did, however, beat Skade, a team who we're all too familiar with. They've been competing, of course, in Lootbet as well. And that was 19-15, that victory.
Yeah, so we can see here they have a 22% win rate. That's not good on Train. Across 9 maps. Ah, that's interesting actually for ENDPOINT. Not having a good win percent rate at all. And they're starting off on the T side now as well. So we do have Mighty Max setting up for a smoke here. And it seems like the remaining ones may head towards the B side here. Veggie, well, he's gonna get the one tap on Crucial. Good starting from ILLUMINAR. All comes down to Train here. And Veggie looking for more here. For more candy to pick up. But ENDPOINT slow things down here. Now the smoke is gonna be deployed on the A side here towards Ivy. And now they're gonna wrap from main and pop and Ivy. And Reach try to go for the one tap here. Oh my goodness, he gets that flick a little bit there. But Robin, well, his teammate's already dead, so he can get the knife here. That's a bit awkward, but he gets the second actually. Goes for the third. He gets the third! Oh my god. I was nervous there. He actually was gonna get that ace, the 1v5.
He certainly gives it a good go, doesn't he? Third kill. Fourth was almost right on him.
Yeah, Robin is like, God, what the hell happened with my teammates? I was like, I will do this solo then. Almost did work out. So, but a pistol for ILLUMINAR here. That's what I mean. The CT pistol. That is so big to win. That is not good news for T side losing the T pistol, because that's usually one of the more rounds you're probably gonna win as a T sided. Because when you go up against the guns here, things are gonna look so hard in terms of the long range weapons and stuff. So Innocent will take care of Surreal. So this is just gonna be a throwaway round. This is gonna be a 2-0. Next round is gonna be the buy round for ENDPOINT. Snacks is coming from behind here, only has a USP. But enough for him. But here comes they just come jumping out here, and he's gonna here mouse, and the flank here is from Snacks with a USP. Due to the USP, they got a bomb plant. If he had a gun there, he would have been able to spray them down. But a bomb plant for ENDPOINT, that's gonna be more money in the bank here for the third run by.
Definitely a helpful round for them, just in terms of getting that plant down. That's all they really can look for there, to be honest, as well as a plant. Likely aware of the fact that a win is not going to happen, but this is now what matters. What they can do here, using that plant money to get up at AWP. Got the 4 AKs as well, utilities looking good. Very curious to see kind of what the first play ENDPOINT bring to the table will be. Looks like Ivy will be the aim of the game here, so Reet's the player to watch. Deep smoke, so can't see a thing, and actually already under pressure as the nades come flying on down. Oof, Veggie.
Almost could have taken down there. A couple more bullets connecting him, he would have been dead. But looking at this buy here from ILLUMINAR, look at this. They got 2 FAMASes, 1 SMG. So like, this is not the best kind of weapons they have here for ILLUMINAR. So this is definitely a big run ENDPOINT can win here. Pick up the first gun round. But there's 3 guys towards Ivy here. Putting a smoke and a molly. Left and right side. Gonna reach on top of the green train. Not the best weapon, but he has the FAMAS, so still can make this happen. But I guess weapon like the AKs and SGs, how many is he actually gonna get? Smoke is laid out. Now he's gonna see them very, very soon. They're already out there. There we go. Reese goes for the frag here. He gets the first one. Goes for the second one here. Gonna go for the reload instead. Snacks on top of the blue train. Thomas take care of the one. But this is a good run for ILLUMINAR. 3 versus 2 now. Snacks should be getting a frag here. Oh, it looks away. And that means that he goes down. Thomas finds 2 actually. 3 in this round, in fact. And that's an op kill from Crucial, and it's on to Mouse. What just happened to ILLUMINAR? It was a 4v2. Now, Endpoint has the lead here, 2 versus 1. Plan will be going down here. There's a weird plan to do, but it goes down with the trade for Thomas. 19 HP coming through, but Endpoint somehow turned that one around. Snacks. Big mistake for him, actually, for that op.
Shame to see it fall so quickly for ILLUMINAR, to be honest. It felt like they were in a very comfortable position.
Yeah, indeed. And like, they had all the kills at the beginning there. Reese got the first one. His teammates followed up. They really had all the read there, but then Thomas just goes absolutely nuts there. Goes up on the train, gets down Snacks. Gets on second guy as well, and then the third eventually. So 2-1. We are gonna have a full buy. I do actually. Money from ILLUMINAR is not the best actually. There's only 2 people can full buy. So we do have a pause here, 2-1 on the third map. Just a quick little pause, but yeah, due to that run Endpoint 1, the money's not looking the best here for ILLUMINAR, but they are gonna go for buy here. So 2 M4s, 2 MP9s, and a scout. Okay. It's gonna be the same kind of buy like the last round pretty much. But this one's gonna be a little bit worse. Not gonna have that FAMAS. So Endpoint, they could eco ILLUMINAR here. Well, ILLUMINAR could do the same though, so this is a key run for both teams.
Max with the SMG, trusty as ever. Wonder whether he'll just be diving immediately straight outside train. We actually are going to see that attempted, but Thomas is the first to fall. Surreal does get down, though. He's towards back Ivy now. Breathes. Doesn't quite commit to actually taking the dual Ivy, but doesn't need to. They're just ripping them to shreds on the site itself.
What's going on here?
That's
it's
a new
just...
one.
Yeah, Endpoint is wrecking ILLUMINAR here. Mouse need to go for the save here, or well, save an MP9 is not the best weapon to save, but they had an entry on Thomas there. Veggie got the first one, but then after that, everything just fell apart completely for ILLUMINAR. And it will be Endpoint picking up the second round here, so 2-2 will be coming up to, and an eco will be inbound for the Poles. This gun is not going to be safe for sure. He's trapped inside connector. There we go, he's going to get headshot by Robin. So 2-2 will be converting to a 3-2 in the next round here, but ILLUMINAR, look at this. Betchy got the entry, but what happened after that? Surreal, what is his position with the MP9? He's just standing there, not doing anything. Then the second guy also not watching him. Like, what?
Nothing left to say at this point. A wild round. I mean, that kind of, we see that a little bit in the last map as well, didn't we? To be fair, they're just odd moments.
Yeah, it is. But we're gonna see an A explosion coming through here. Yeah, it is. But they still lose 2 players though, so still good there from ILLUMINAR. But they're on the CT side. They need to get a buy going here and a couple round win, because having a T lead all train, it's not what you want to do here on a big CT side map. But we've seen in these lower tier teams that usually the T side is actually the better side. So it's not really a surprise still that this could actually happen here. No 8OP from ILLUMINAR, but let's see if they can grind it anyway without it. Endpoint, are they gonna go for fast A again? Yes, one guy's already out Olaf. Mighty Max is on for a show here, but oh, he goes back around this. I love this position. I love that he went around there, but Snacks on top of the train will take care of Surreal. Back to 4 versus 4 though by Veggie. He finds another one, Snacks. Trying to do what he can here. Oh, he spots the feeds there. That's an easy kill for Crucial. Mighty Max with another one. It's a 2v3 now, Veggie. They know he's in here because he got in a kill already in Pop Dog. And this one seems to be falling apart for ILLUMINAR again, even though they got the trades.
Thing is, they got a couple of good picks towards the A-site trains, but they weren't able to really trade towards the tail end of the route. That's why we're in this 3-on-2. When you see the push, for example, coming in towards T-Con, just trying to get early on them, it's not... Those sorts of things are completely untradeable, as Veggie's nowhere to be seen. He's obviously having to rotate away, and Mouse is on the complete other side of the map. So, a tough situation here for Illuminar, to be honest, but... Well, at least it looks like Veggie will get one for free. Spots out Max, takes him down. I imagine we'll see a smoke immediately on bomb, and from there, we'll just try and get up close and personal.
Well, he goes up on the train. Does he spot him? Oh, he's not watching. Crucial. A little bit could have gone down there, but Veggie doesn't watch behind him, and that's going to be an ramp. And yeah, Illuminar, they're just not getting the trades there, and that's going to be a 4th ramp point. Eco again from Illuminar. Should be a 5th run here on the T side for endpoint. They're rolling pretty good here, endpoint, with that A play. They've been abusing the A side a lot here. And yeah, even though Veggie has gotten 2 entry kills, it hasn't really mattered because it hasn't been able to follow up. So in that sense, it doesn't really matter. We got smoke from Robin here. We're gonna see another A play actually. Straight out to the A side here. This is a full eco from Illuminar though, and they're just gambling the B sides. So the 50-50 gamble not working out. We'll put endpoint on 5. The question is how many exit can Illuminar get? We'll try to go from the back lines here. Try to get some kills at least.
If they even get 1 or 2 here, that's a huge win for them, obviously. Doesn't seem like much is going to be possible. I think Crucial might actually be the most targetable player here. So really, if he decides to get aggressive further forward, but I don't imagine he will, I think Crucial is going to be the one that most under pressure.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter if endpoint don't get these kills because they have nothing really. He's on the mouse with the Kevlar. So these kills doesn't really matter for endpoint's point of view. It's more of Illuminar. Oh, there's a guy on top there. Doesn't want to go for the repick, his teammate takes him instead. So they actually might do max 4. So 1 weapon taken away. But look at the money for endpoint. They're gonna have a lot of money here endpoint, especially on Crucial, 11k. But when is Illuminar gonna string a few rounds here? They only got 2 on the side. This is horrendous. They're now trying another approach here. They're playing a double up setup instead. Let's see if this one is gonna pay off.
We talked about this a fair bit actually, as being a really successful way to shut down a T site. Problem is, endpoint are being very aggressive, forcing a lot of these close range fights. Already 1 in the bag, 2nd looking very likely. Reit's under pressure. Innocent will get a pick for his troubles. That does keep the trading going, which you talk about that as being a huge point of value for the CT side. But do you want to be in a 2v2 here with that AWP? Very tough angle to make work. He's actually going straight through the smoke. Max so close to spotting him, but I don't quite think he's seen him go through it. There we go.
I don't know, Illuminar. They got himself in a 2v2, but the AWP couldn't really make any sense of it. And endpoint will be picking up a 6th round there. But here's the real. He even gets out here. Nobody's shooting at him. Absolutely crazy. And well. 6-2 is gonna have to be another one of these eco rounds from Illuminar. Pistol Kevlar this time instead. They're not gonna go for full eco. They're gonna try to get a chance to win this round. But 6-2 should turn into a 7-2 here for endpoint. And this is a marvelous start here on train for endpoint. Consider they're having a 20% win rate on the map. This is the best start they can ask for.
I was going to say a smart time to call a pause, but that was rapid fire. Is there anything Illuminar can really change here to address this? It seems like it's the British steam train right now, plowing through the CT side pretty much.
Yeah, and this round is probably not going to be... They can't make sense of this round either, Illuminar, and they just keep losing the rounds here. And you know, Snacks has that SMG, so he's going to try to make something out of it, but... Actually, he does get a kill on Robin, so that's going to be an AK picked up. Not bad at all. But now they can just go to B side, I presume here, ENDPOINT, and just take the B side. Well, there is the kill, but the AK though, he's not gonna get anything done with it. But Innocent, are they gonna expect him to be here? They don't. He gets the doesn't get the second. Oh my god, this is such a ILLUMINAR. One of the closest rounds they had in a while. Mighty Max is down to 7 HP. Something at 2 versus 1, and he's not gonna win the duel against Crucial. ENDPOINT gets another run on the board there, but that was so close.
Brutal, really, because yes, they get it close, but not converting rounds at this point for the CT side is just the knock-on effect is huge. I mean, the scoreline's already 7-2. If ILLUMINAR lose this bye, we could be looking at something even worse, like 9-2, 10-2.
Yeah, but in a sense, he's gonna try to stop that. He gets the first kill on Surreal. Question is, can they get a follow-up though? The trades comes in, but good trades here for ILLUMINAR. Finally, they're getting the trades here. They're in advantage. Make that 2-man advantage. Veggie falls down, but Snacks now goes down too. So it's actually back to 2v2 all of a sudden. It's down to Innocent and Mouse. Again, they have an AWP. But they're not going to go for the plant here. It seems like they want to take Ivy. They just want to make sure they're clearing this. And oh, one guy's going to go. They're both going to go back lines here. Oh, this could actually surprise ILLUMINAR. They're not going to expect this. Or Innocent, maybe it is. He's turned back around here. And he goes down. And it's down to just a Mouse player now. Just Mouse. 2v1 for ENDPOINT.
Oh, I think it's
to
a
put
B
an 8th
player.
round on the board.
Even worse,
Yeah,
it's unfortunate for him. He thinks they're wrapping through into B, and this allows Max to get that just that little bit closer. Ooh,
Oh.
Max though, not the one, buddy. Oh, still alive, finally taken down. Why plant
Why is he
there?
doing that?
Just plant for Ivy.
Off though. Oh, Thomas is gonna nail the shot. Yeah, Thomas has to cross with the off.
Thomas
If he
could
goes
just go
up,
and
Thomas, yeah.
he could just go relax Ivy, rotate back trains. There's a zero way for him to die there if he just backs off and goes Ivy.
Or just wait.
And,
or just
and
wait
his
for the
teammate just
connector
plants
to
the
come up.
bomb on Ivy as well, like for Ivy. Sorry, there's no reason to plant open for connector there.
Yeah. Yeah, he just had to plant behind the train, force Ivy, and then the mates watching the old bomb train, watching if he comes out connected with that all. The free kill.
Exactly. It's.
They still win the run, yes, sure, but it was...
I mean, Thomas has gone huge to win that round. Don't get me wrong, but those are the little things that will add up here for ENDPOINT. They have to be careful not to allow ILLUMINAR way back in. They've done an impeccable job of closing out these rounds so far and making this a very one-sided game. Ideally, we just need to keep that going.
8-2, this is a massive scoreline for ENDPOINT on the third map. It all comes down to this map as well, so there's no chances after this one. ENDPOINT, they should even they should be getting up on 10 plus rounds here on the T side actually, the way it's been going. And keep in mind, this is a CT-sided map too, so... Oh. Surreal gets the wallbang on Veggie. This should be a 9th round for sure, because this is just pistol Kevlar. Things are not looking good for ILLUMINAR here. And that's another one for Thomas, so... They keep getting this 1v1 frags here, ILLUMINAR. They're not getting the trades, and just go straight up pop. Not gonna see anybody there. And 9th round is coming up very, very shortly here. ILLUMINAR. How many more CT runs do they have them in them? Can they grab 10 rounds? Or 5 rounds, I mean. Can they really make it a 10-5 here? Maybe. But ooh, Innocent. Hold the phone here. They don't have a kit, but the bomb just got planted. And Snacks finds another frag. And it's all down to just the one. It's all Robin. A 2 versus 1. But he can just play the bomb. Because they don't have a kit. They have to kill him in 10 seconds here. There's the first one for Robin. A 1 versus 1. Oh, look at the time though. He has to stick the time the first time here. He can't fake it. And yeah, there's no time for him now, Mouse. It's out. It's done. Robin's gonna win the 1v2. There we go. He's even gonna get the kill. Almost like ILLUMINAR on there, actually.
It's another case of it being extremely close, but it's just not around. They're not adding up. They're not getting collected by the CT side. Thankfully, in this case, less of an ENDPOINT blunder and more of just individual prowess from someone like Innocent. I mean, a double kill like that is huge. But still, the point stands. Illuminari, 2 rounds. 2 rounds is all this Illuminar side have. Desperate to claw their way in. They get a good first pick with the AWP, but no one there actually to refrag that. Just a solo aggressive play out A.
Yeah, they've been doing that quite a few times. They've been working out, so... Like, Illuminar, they've been allowing Endpoint to get out towards Olaf there and towards the green train. A lot of these rounds. That's why they've been winning a lot of rounds here. Endpoint on the A sites. They do get the trade though. Reach goes down. He has a bad day. He has 3 kills and 11 deaths. So, he's just a pawn right now in the game of Endpoint. Question is, can Illuminar grind more than 2 rounds? 2 rounds is not even going to be close to be enough. They need even 3, like, even 5 would be bad, considering on the CT side, but at least that's work and like doable to make a comeback on. 2 isn't. And here we go, 50 seconds remain, and there's a guy with the AWP, back lines, is innocent who gets the first one, Mouse with another one. He jumps down. It's a 3v2 here for Illuminar. This is gonna have to be one of their rounds. But is Mighty Mouse gonna shake the corner here? Oh, he just looks away! Oh, awful timing from Innocent. Really is. It's brutal right there. Oh, there's a guy back lines here. Oh, it's been spotted, but Mouse gets the shot on Crucial. And now it's a 2 versus 1. Oh, but oh, he baits out Snacks. Snacks takes the bait, Flakes. And now it's a 1v1 here. Mighty Max against Mouse. Illuminar, they need this round badly. He goes all the way back in towards Olaf. There's a kit on Mouse. But he's gonna look for the frag because the bomb just got planted. But he may just need to tap the bomb to bait him out, and that's what he's gonna do. He taps the bomb. Oh, he goes for the repick that. He should just try to, you know, shoulder peek that. It will be Mouse to win the clutch in the end, and Illuminar to get up on 3. But that was so close again for Endpoint.
Glad to see them finally sneak in a 3rd here, but they have to run with this now. But look at the amount of damage done to the Illuminar side, just round after round. Their money still is in a really rough place. I mean, full utility kit Kevlar sets you back without a rifle in some cases, it seems. So, not the greatest of positions for the CT side to be in, because they really need a 4th. Ideally, they want to see if they can sprint to 5 here. It would be kind of an acceptable way to end their CT half, but I don't know how possible it's going to be, especially when you have just got Veggie on a Deagle.
Yeah, it's not looking too likely here. So this is a worse buy than they had previously, so Endpoint, they're looking to get 1 more at least to finish this at 10 at minimum here. And then just lock down the CT side for a win here, but that's a good pick from Snacks. And he's gonna put the molly down as well. Now there's only one side it can come from. Snacks with the second one. He's doing good here with AWP. One of the star players here for Illuminar. Looking to head on for the 3rd here. And oh, what? He gets the click there. How is he pulling that one out? Out of nothing, he pulls the out. It's a 4v2 now for Illuminar. Oh, missed shot from Crucial there. Innocent is gonna punish Mighty Max. And there you have it. Illuminar picks up the 4th round with just the 1 casualty. All thanks to Snacks there again.
Crucial round though, has to be said. We talked about them needing to get to 5. Now they're on 4. They're starting to really damage the endpoint economy too. This opens up that 5th round. This is reliving some very keen moments for Snacks. Crucial just getting some unlucky timing here as well, flicking away at the worst moment, but no fault of his own, just unfortunate timing.
Oh yeah, they will. I think they're gonna get a 5th round here because the money from Endpoint is gone. Endpoint is gonna go for the round 15 buy instead and try to get 10-5. So this is Illuminar's chance to get that 5th. But still, 5 rounds on the CT side is not good, but it's better than 2 at least they had. Maybe they can even get a 9-6 and then win the second half pistol and they're back into the game again. Who knows at that point. Good nade on Robin. But here comes the Ivy play. Innocent will take care of him. Mouse is going to join in on the action. And we have all this round here. Robin actually do get 1 before he goes down. But there we go. 9-5. Final round coming in here. Endpoint Just gonna try to put the double digits on the board here.
Starting to bring their way back into this half. It's what we want to see. Bringing a competitive game to the stream for us in our final map as well. Has to be said, 6 rounds would make all the difference here for ILLUMINAR. It really would. So they're going to get very aggressive. Crucial matching that aggression straight out through T-Con towards E-Box. Taking the duel, Surreal trading away with him as well. It's working out nicely. Snacks, though, flicks in for the AWP kill. And things start to heavily fall in favour of ILLUMINAR. And there you have it, 6-9.
Not bad, actually. Getting 6 rounds when we thought they were only maybe getting a minimum like 3 or 4 at one point. They're actually getting up on 6, and this is actually an open game now again. This is only 3 rounds behind. That is not a lot. And if they can win the pistol, it could be looking at a 9-9 if they don't lose against the Force. So this is starting to get interesting now. They get to the last 4 rounds. It was 9-2 for ENDPOINT, and they turned it 9-6. Not bad. But now this is where it comes in. ILLUMINAR, they have to win the pistol round here, really. Imagine ENDPOINT winning the pistol on the CT side, and getting up to like 11-6 or 12-6 before the first buy round from ILLUMINAR. You know, that is just not gonna work out in that case, I feel like. But we've seen a lot of good T sides. We saw ENDPOINT having a really good T. Can do the same here. Pistol, very important here. And ENDPOINT, they're gonna be huge favorites here. They're on CT side, but looking at their win percent rate, I do feel like they're not the best CT team. So it's a wide open game here.
ILLUMINAR's strategy seems to be plow out on towards B. Look at the nade damage early on. Painful stuff. No one checking for Robin. Starts to line him up. Knocks in for 1. Looking for a second. Not going to happen. ENDPOINT keep it 3 for 3. Damage on either side is looking pretty dicey.
Oh my god, Reese. What a beast he is, actually. Alongside his teammates, and, well, look at that. ILLUMINAR, they pick up the pistol. Robin should have got way more than 1 kill at that point. He only got the 1. He was struggling at least to get that first one as well, so that's why it took a long time for him, for him to kill him, and then, well, that made the rotation there for ILLUMINAR to get the trade. So, a force buy here for ENDPOINT. Losing this force buy will result in a 9-9 before the first buy run for ENDPOINT. First real one. So let's see here what the scouts, the shotgun, and the pistols can do. We've seen these force buys being won before earlier today. So do not count out ENDPOINT in this round. And look at that. That's what I mean. Crucial with the first kill. Surreal with the second one. And Veggie's down to 40 as well. So this is definitely doable for ENDPOINT. Question is, can they pull up to 43?
They have to get on the B side. That's going to be the problem. They got a couple of good picks, but the retake power of the CT side, that's a bigger question. Look at the aggressive angle that Snacks is able to take here with the Mac 10. That shouldn't be a duel that Robin's able to win.
Not at all. And look at this, Reeds and Veggie. Veggie's 1 shot away from dying, and he gonna go down. So ENDPOINT, they turn it back around. I said it. Don't sleep on ENDPOINT on these kind of rounds. They're gonna pull it out here. And well, they're gonna get the 10th round. ILLUMINAR, after winning the pistol, trying to make their way back to 9-9. They're gonna get 4 spots, and that is terrible. That cannot happen on a 3rd map like this.
It's gonna put ENDPOINT at 11, almost guaranteed. But scratch that. We're looking at a force buy. ILLUMINAR gonna give it a good go. It's very risky because not only does this potentially give up 11, but we're almost looking at the full eco in round 20. If this doesn't go the T-side's way, we could be seeing ENDPOINT really start to run away with this now. This is very much a all-in on black sort of moment here for the T-side.
Yeah, ENDPOINT, they got a really good opportunity to get a few runs ahead here. They're already 3 runs ahead, but they can get up on 5 ahead, or even 6 at that point, depending how this run goes, and if they get a plant or not. You can see 1 AK, 1 SG, and 3 Deagles. How on it is against the Ops and the rifles here? Well, it's gonna have to be the rifles to do the work here for ILLUMINAR, and if it does, Mighty Max goes down. So that's a good start here from ILLUMINAR. Yeah, this is all into this round here for ILLUMINAR. This is the key round. Question is though, can they follow up after the first one? It's a 5v4 for the poles. Crucial's gonna know he's gonna be behind in front of Ivy here. Minute to go on the clock. Molly will push them back. And Thomas is gonna get the trade here on stacks. Looking for the second two.
Crucial.
Look at Crucial here. Crucial position, he nails the kill, and it's down to just the deagles now. The weapons is gone, and this is gonna fall apart completely for ILLUMINAR. It's gonna be 11 for ENDPOINT, and the money is absolutely gone now for ILLUMINAR. They had the chance to win that round. They had to win that round, because they force bought. They put all eggs in one basket into the round, and it doesn't work out in the end. ENDPOINT, they're gonna get gifted the 12th round here as well now because of it.
That is
Look
just,
at this, 2k.
you can see the effect it now has on the ILLUMINAR economy, as we talked about. Almost guaranteed a 12th round for ENDPOINT unless, for some insane reason, Glocks go wild. And it's just because of that ballsy decision to go all in with a double 4-sub. It makes sense, don't get me wrong. I understand the reasoning behind it, but definitely has its downsides too.
Yeah, you need to try to muster as many gun runs as possible on the T side when you're down. It's surreal. He's just gonna push forward. He finds himself two. And oh, he goes for the knife. Oh, no. He goes down. And there we go, 1 kill. So easy run for ENDPOINT. Now they're gonna have money again, ILLUMINAR. Just gifting a run like this it gives ENDPOINT a little bit a better buffer here to get ahead in this game. And this is all coming down to this map as well, Train, the third and final for the day. And ENDPOINT seems to be the hotter team.
Definitely seems like they're able to start to string these key rounds together, but still, I want to see them get over the hump here and get one step closer to 16. This is another very critical gun round here, to be honest. Still an opportunity for ILLUMINAR to force their way back into this matchup after all. Looks like we are going to see some B upper aggression. And case in point, 2 very quick kills given up. The B site completely overwhelmed now. Robin at least gets a refrag towards Pop Dog, but is this really a round that ENDPOINT want to compete for now?
No, they're already saving an IV2 players, so ILLUMINAR, very good double entry towards B there. They get the guy lower in the upper, he's just going to swing out directly at the same time his teammate lower peeks out. But he gets wrecked too. That's just the power of the SG from Mouse there, getting that kill. And Robin does find the kill here on Reeds. But ILLUMINAR, they're gonna pick up the gun run here, so they get up on 8, still very far behind. But it's a start at least. It is a start. But ENDPOINT, did you get to save 3 rifles here, so they can keep building up the economy here. They only have 2 rifles. Or Surreal can buy to himself, so they only have to drop 1 rifle really. So ENDPOINT, the economy is not going to hurt too much losing that round because it's only those 2 guns. So in that sense, it's not going to be too much of an issue. But yeah, ENDPOINT, if you just tuned in, they're looking to win 4 more rounds to win this 3rd map. That's all they got to do, winning 4 rounds on the CT side. Normally that should be fairly easy, but in a game like this, it never is.
I think grind is probably a fair way to describe it at this point. ENDPOINT are being forced to work for it as Crucial starts off very strong, putting the up to work here. Knows the position of 2 players as well, but he needs his teammates to find those kills as they continue to trade away on the site itself. He's in a good position to really do something here. Reets double of his own. Ooh, Crucial wants to land that, but unfortunately Innocent takes him down from above. That is Surreal, last man standing. ILLUMINAR once again, a key round. Ooh, Surreal might have a real chance here for a second. If he can get this one-on-one.
Oh my goodness, oh my god, he's gonna win a 1v3, you are kidding me. I was like, after he got the first one on top of the train, okay, this is the goal actually. He swings on the guy on site. Oh my goodness, that is crazy clutch coming out. And those are the rounds you just gotta have to win. If you're ILLUMINAR, like, you can't lose those 1v3s. Like, you really can't. And Surreal makes that clutch. It's a good night for you, my friend. Well, what can it do? That should be a tilting. 13-8 now. Endpoint getting closer and closer to round 16. It will be another buy for ILLUMINAR, yes, but this is gonna be the final one they have if they don't win this one for pretty much the game. Unless they want to go for the force. So, all or never into this round here. This one looking a little bit worse than the last round because here they're not really getting onto the side with a lot of players. They're still stuck in Pop Dog and Electric. Crucial has an angle with the alt towards when they go out Pop Dog. But Robin on the bomb side here looking for something. Mighty Max has found one in main. 4v3. And yeah, they're stuck here. They're really stuck in ILLUMINAR. What can they really do?
They're just searching for opportunity at this point, but they're going to line up for Robin and Co. These just reads disastrous round because this pretty much should be game at this point. Endpoint need one kill to get themselves to 14. The next round almost comes for free. Then it's just a case of get yourself over the line, get it done.
Yeah, now it's just, you need to get over the finish line here. There's no doubt about that. They just need 2 more rounds here. ILLUMINAR, they look, after that 1v3 loss, they're looking like, you know, they're looking non-informative to say. They're looking pretty dead at this point. Their money's gone as well. They can't go for the force in this round. That's going to give up the entire match. So they can just go for a couple upgraded pistols. This should be 15-8 for Endpoint here. We're going to be done in very soon unless ILLUMINAR can do something to pull it back to an overtime. Because this round is not going to be it. This is not it, Chief. So it will be match points for Endpoint. The UK team, they've been fighting all 3 maps. Now they're very close to the finish line.
I like the setup from ILLUMINAR. Just going to see if they can get some flashes on how fun towards B. Use it to get a plant, set themselves up for the most success here, but doesn't look like anything's going to come from it, unfortunately. Just one deagle up and above. There you have it, 15-8.
Good job for really getting that first kill before he had flashed. Follows up with a second and then a third here. But yeah, ILLUMINAR, they don't really have too much to say here on the team side. Even with the guns, they just try to make their way out the A side. There's too many Endpoint players there. Like, there's nothing really they can do. It's so hard to play the T side if you do not find the entries in the beginning. And there's a lot of match points now for Endpoint here at 15-8. This should be the game right here. Snack's gonna be rushing out towards the 5-6 bomb train sandwich. All the way out sandwich, and they're going out pop on 2 players through the smoke. Trade 1 for 1. Question is, can Snacks follow up? Back to the 1. May just stay in the game for a little bit longer here. Snacks working all the way back here. Always on the other side. Is he gonna get spotted? Yes, he is. Faster rotation and faster reactions there from Crucial, and Mighty Max gets one as well. So this is falling apart for ILLUMINAR. Reach and Veggie need to try to hold this one off. I get 3 defenders, and they're coming in now. Well, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Endpoint. They're wrapping onto the A-bomb side to get the 16th round. 16-8 for Endpoint here on map 3.
Yeah, you're going to be super happy, I think, with how this one played out in the end. It got a little touch and go at certain points. Map 2 was definitely a dicey affair, but Endpoint, they get it done. They get the first W of their season here at Lootbet Season 6, the European edition. 20 teams competing overall for this for over $50,000. And Endpoint is showing they've got some skin in the game. That's a victory for them, their first start. Let's see what they can do throughout the rest of this competition as you join us some more Lootbet action throughout the coming few days. We'll see you next time.
Going through the smoke walk. She's gonna go down. Walksing with the AW.
Position, Earthshaker's moving in as well. Echo Slam connects on it too. Back row tired down as well.
Red always wins the brawl. Or can we cast the curse it? Oh, there we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool.